All right. We are on for stream and whatnot. Session 25, Bloodmoon Road. So, last time, the group, through some, we'll lump them all into shenanigans, was able to track down and semi-ambush the rogue worker for Stardust that burnt down Shiro's bakery, injuring her fiance, and just generally being a real dick. People went in. Loot was found. Charlie, in an act of what's the worst that could happen, killed a trio of fledgling adventurers. Who were in the general area. We're gonna hop in to where you all are at, which at the moment is burying some charred bodies, with a wand of wonder now sitting, I believe, in Ravi's bag, and everyone else deciding what their next step is here in the forest. So. Some of you might have to be on top of your mute buttons with background stuff, but otherwise...
Sorry about that.
Yeah, realities.
Adding that to my inventory. Forgot to
It
do
was
that.
an accident.
Yes, we know.
You killed 3 people!
I know.
Well, it was so an accident they killed 3 people.
It's...
I lost all my stuff.
I'm just picturing a car crash with, like, several dead people. And then
we're going to get your stuff
back. It was an
back.
accident. I was frustrated because I lost my stuff because of all the crimes I did.
We're gonna get it back.
I was frustrated because of the consequences of my own actions.
Right.
We're gonna get it back.
You all do still have a crate of random magic items too, that Charlie's more than welcome to pick stuff out of and put on.
Exactly.
And
like
the
the weird one
have been void thus far. What does that come out of it?
I'm specifically keeping them away from the Scroll of Wild Magic Surge.
Oh, I want that one so bad.
Have make an Arcana check for Shiro.
To see if Charlie can kill anybody with it.
What?
No, Arcana check. Ignore the distraction.
See if it's possible.
16?
16? You have a vague idea that it does random things. You don't know necessarily the ins and outs of how wild magic surges work, but...
I assumed they went in the bag of holding, but...
The wand also does random things.
You've made the association that those two effects might be similar.
Yeah.
So gonna blast someone with that
Okay,
wand of wonder later.
Hey, I almost said Lucian. Shiro, what other magic items are ones that you're fine with me having?
I give I have all do I have all of them?
I believe you have the whole crate, yeah. Of the
Good
boots in particular seem fine.
I give them the harmonica that turns you invisible, but only while
Yes.
you're playing it.
I have that one.
Yeah,
That's
Ravi
mine.
has that
No.
already.
Give it already.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
I was just gonna be really obnoxious with it.
Right. I mean, that's all it does.
Remind...
Yep.
I
Who's playing that? Stop! Like every party that you're at ever.
It could actually be potentially useful.
In any case,
I do have a harmonica downstairs.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh no.
We don't need Foley work.
We decided to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you all... You are currently all taking a short rest, essentially. Once these bodies are buried, you're all kind of taking a breather, patching up wounds, and considering life choices.
It looks like we had a long rest.
Should have been a short rest, because you all are, like, right in the middle of the day.
Yeah, like I'm not nocturnal. Like I made everyone one.
We've had a long rest, like in general.
You had a long rest before that.
Before
Yeah.
No, I
before
just didn't.
Charlie almost died.
I just didn't cast any spells. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, I see. I got it.
Fine with
Never
a short
mind.
rest. Also
Ravi
because
was able to kind of talk things down and all that.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
you are all taking
I
a
was
short
like,
rest.
Why don't I have any spells missing?
Which, a short rest is a good time to attune to magic items such as the Wand of Wonder for people in possession of it. And
Not me.
And then everyone else kind of sitting around. Charlie, weirdly, at the moment, seems more perturbed by still not having more magic items than by the 3 people that just got, recently murdered for no reason.
No, I do. I feel bad about it. They're
just trying to distract themselves.
Right.
They're disassociating.
Right.
That's,
They're manic.
When isn't Charlie? Charlie's in a constant state of anxious mania.
So, Shiro, what items from the crate do you just throw at Charlie to try to be like, here, have these?
You're gonna have to remind me, because for some
Yeah,
reason
we
my
got, like,
Word
list.
document didn't save.
Awesome.
I remember the boots, the scroll, and that's it.
All right. There's there are some magic boots. There's the magic scroll that is a wild magic surge. There's 2 other magic scrolls that are supposed to create armor on you.
Paper armor.
Well, what details you remember are questionable.
I remember that detail.
I do too.
So yeah, there's oh yeah, there we go. There's a magic quiver. And that is it. Yeah, the boots, the 1 scroll, the quiver, 2 other scrolls, and those are the things besides the harmonica.
Ooh, let me see the quiver. Gimme,
What did
gimme,
the
gimme.
quiver do
that
again?
turns into,
It turns into a sword.
into a sword.
Sure,
I
I'll
mean-
give him a quiver.
Okay,
If they need a sword.
I'm gonna put my
It was like a
arrows
wand.
in it, and
Yep.
then try to get the sword without all my arrows falling out.
Awesome. Make a sleight of hand check.
That is 25.
Yep.
You actually weirdly successfully figure out a way to make it become a sword and use your other arm to catch the arrows, and you have the full bundle of arrows kind of caught in one arm as you have the sword ready to go.
What kind of sword is that?
Short sword.
Oh, lame. That doesn't do enough damage. Never mind, and I give it back to.
What do you
Casey.
What do you
Oh
mean?
no, I don't. My rapier was taken away. No, they give me
Yeah.
a simple. Never mind. Okay.
How about the boots? You want to try
It's
the
a
boots?
D6 versus a D8.
Still, yes, I'll try the boots. What do the
Cool.
boots do? I'll put them on.
You put them on. Take your short
Yeah.
rest to attune to the boots. They're a little thick for you, and then they go to fit. You go once you have a short rest. You go to run around, and your speed is 40.
Oh. Okay.
A now super fast Charlie.
I can't help but feel like this was a mistake.
I cannot wait for them to trip over a root.
Lucian will race you.
Charlie, make
Alright,
Race me.
You're gonna
Uh,
race Sonari. Okay, cool. Sonari and Charlie both make acrobatics checks to
Okay.
go through the forest. Charlie, what is your dexterity score?
My dexterity score is 18.
Okay, so you have a -5 on your roll.
Oh Jesus. Oh, that's
What?
10 then.
-5 total?
No, a -5 to whatever their
Okay.
bonus is.
Oh, 14.
14. Still a 14. Sonari, what's your acrobatics check?
A natural 1.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. He's not rolling, I think it doesn't really
Charlie,
matter. what you
like, Sonari's do a little too focused on Charlie, feeling the need to show them up for a moment, to kind of knock them down a peg and, like, calm down. They just murdered some people. But you just immediately just gut check at a tree branch right off the sprint, and Charlie's way ahead.
The glasses are smudged.
Sarcastic clap.
I didn't see that one.
Okay, after my energy's gone, I'm just
Right.
quiet.
A literal child.
You all have had your short rest and are getting ready to get up and move out. Charlie, your dexterity score is currently 8.
gosh!
You
I'm
are-
taking the boots. No, I'm keeping the boots
You are
on.
currently attuned
Yeah.
to the boots of Ogre Swiftness, which give you the speed and dexterity score of an ogre.
Yeah, it's real shitty.
If you already got a negative,
If you already-
dexterity score,
If you have a 6, that's an improvement.
Right.
that includes like your attack bonuses and stuff,
Oh
Charlie.
yeah, that's everything.
Because you're a rogue and you
Ah,
can shoot a
then
bow.
You have a -5 to basically everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking them off because that brings my sleight of hand stealth to 5.
All
to,
right.
to only +5, and I don't like that. I'm taking them off.
You do go
Yeah.
to take them off, and they are snug on your feet.
No, guys, get these off of me.
Remove
I feel
your
like this
feet.
happened already.
Yeah.
Dude. I
Guys,
cast Dispel Magic on them.
Do they fall off?
Yeah, you kick them, they come off.
Okay.
Oh.
I like being fast, but that no. But I'll keep them with me.
You being fast is terrifying.
Thank you.
Not in a good way. Not a compliment.
They're already pretty fast.
Ravi, make an Arcana check for me.
Yeah. 21.
21. With a mild amount of insight and a good look at the boots and how they interacted, you get the feeling that Charlie mostly freaked out and was no longer all that dexterous in their ability to, like, take off the boots. So it's not so much they're cursed as it's hard to take off shoes when all your, like, fingers are tied together or something like
Nice.
that. And so it's more of a you completely disenchanted them to the point they did just fall off with a kick.
I won't say anything.
Yeah, it's a you get the feeling they can just be removed normally, but they don't have to know that.
Yeah.
He's freaking out.
Ah!
God.
All right.
Oh God, not again.
You all put regular shoes back on and start marching up the road. This is a little alcove part of the forest near the bridge where the Aarakocra king of the border between the kind of dwarven lands and elven lands, sits on their throne overseeing this single bridge across the chasm. Shiro.
Hey, what happened to our horses?
We're riding them.
Question. Yeah, you guys tied them up in the forest before,
Before approaching.
you all made a stealthy approach.
My
Okay.
dog takes care of them.
Yeah.
He watches them.
And the dog.
He's
Yeah.
a good boy.
No, I was making sure they didn't explode.
No, we're way.
No, we
away.
left them. We left
Okay.
them.
When you make a
Crap.
stealthy approach, I don't assume you mean dismounting 20 feet away from your
course.
targets.
Yeah. In plain sight.
Right. Just crouching next to your horse like you're in Skyrim.
You can't see me.
Must have been the wind.
I have cover. You don't know where I am. You're behind the horse. So,
What horse?
Deception check.
Ravi in particular just gets on top of a saddle. No, the summoned horse.
That's not the horse.
The summoned horse
I thought
is
the horse
physically
stayed.
there. You just like climb up on it.
Okay.
You do have a psychic. You've had a psychic connection this whole time of like a horse's concern at the sound of the explosion, and it instantaneously.
I calmed
cut
it
off
down with
screams.
my mind.
Yeah. It thinks back at you in a way that makes you think you were condescending towards it, that you were worried about its sanity.
Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down. Has that ever worked on a
exploding.
person?
Good point.
Um,
It hasn't.
Right. So, you all head up. The guard's gate is nearby, and the guards nod to you, having been convinced that there was an encounter that you all prevented being horrifically destructive as much as you
Yeah.
You've already convinced them of that situation through earlier checks, so they just sort of give you all a nod as you approach. You'll just pass by.
Bye.
There's not there. You're a few weeks away from the most major settlement in the area, so
Okay.
give you a nod as you pass by.
Yes, I got it.
The Aarakocra King is sitting at his throne and sees you all approach. Raises a wing and a hand. You all-
Good king.
Yes!
Someone shooting off fireworks outside. Good.
Damn.
Most concerning.
Really annoying. Good king. All of my stuff was taken. I have nothing to offer you.
I have bread.
The head tilts. It is just like, yet
He
things
is a
you
bird.
have upon you.
Are necessities.
I have bread. I have bread as tribute.
Shiro, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yes,
He's a bird.
he's not a bird. He is a bird king.
I have bread.
This birdie won the
Does he
cracker.
need soap?
Persuasion, you said.
Yes.
13.
Not the worst thing that's ever occurred.
I miss having bonuses to charisma.
Steps 1 foot down from the throne, and a taloned hand grasps a trident to the side, as well as a net that is sort of like attached to be able to pick them both up at once. And tilts the head. Goes, I am no common crow of a city.
We're his servants. And I point to Ravi.
I am no such thing.
Shh. Play along. We're his servants. It's us again.
No.
The head turns to Ravi.
The
I was
I was
perfume
looking through my
guy.
inventory. I have a potion of climbing. I'll give a bird a potion of climbing. Oh, wise king. I have for you. Gosh, I've got to look through my shit.
I made the bread myself. It's really good.
Oh, it is really good. He makes. She makes really good food.
I have this arm, and I pull out one of the prosthetic arms from the bag of holding. One of the two.
No, those were taken. Because those are mine.
No, okay.
They were taken.
Sure just gets really confused when you say you have an arm.
Well,
No.
I don't say that because I would have said it as
I have
pulled it out.
arms. Oh no, I don't. It's just
My arms are gone. They took all my stuff.
Eh.
I had arms. I don't anymore.
I have this vial of Oni blood.
Make a persuasion check, and Sonari, give me a perception check.
What?
Oh, is it? Well, I mean, yeah, it's super coagulated, but
Where
The two
did
are not
Jill-
necessarily related.
18.
24.
24. This bird king nods and goes, yes.
Very rare and potentially magical.
I don't know about potentially magical, but potential for magic.
Exactly.
Takes the vial. Your good tidings are well received. Your deceptions are not. Kind of glares down at Charlie.
I'm not deceiving. My stuff was taken, and I was only left with necessities. And these flowers. But they smell really bad, and you wouldn't want them. Trust me.
And you are his servant.
Yeah?
Make a deception check.
Ooh. 22.
22.
It did come through.
We came last time through. We were his servants.
With different company.
Well,
Yeah, the other servant died.
I also
rough
have
business.
had servants die. It's most inconvenient.
exactly. It's hard to find good
Got it.
help these days.
My sincerest apologies.
We have a cook now, though, so...
Yeah.
I do more than cook.
Is this true? Do they do more than cook? Are they more than a cook?
Well, what do you think this is for? And I just like cling, cling, on their armor.
And hold up the hammer.
Turns to Shiro.
Baking implement.
Are you a servant of this one or not?
Compatriot.
Very well. These three, who are a lord and his servants, may pass, and you shall give tribute.
I got bread, really nice bread that I made myself.
I think you already failed this particular persuasion check.
Enough with the bread.
Really good bread.
I'll take some bread.
You've lost your bread privileges. Nice try.
Sonari, you see a familiar-looking elven man approaching. Has some...
Familiar?
Seems to be recently refitted clothing and basic armor. A bow and some, like, looks like newly thatched arrows are set up. Some very, basic gear otherwise.
Yeah.
But is walking with intent southward.
Towards us.
Approaching the bridge.
I'm going to nudge Ravi
I have
and
this.
nod in the direction while that's happening with Shiro.
Right.
I have this, and I pull out one of the paper armor scrolls. It's a scroll of magic. I'm not sure what it does. I'm not magically inclined.
We're never coming back here.
It is taken, and a nod is given, and goes, "Your tribute is accepted. You may pass.
Yeah.
Go. You have safety throughout my kingdom. And then you may pass
Cool.
through to the dwarven lands to the north. Good day."
If we could pick up.
I
the
guess that
pace,
bridge is
maybe?
his entire kingdom.
Yeah. He rules the border, and that's it.
Yeah, that's cute.
As soon as they're out of earshot, Shiro's just like, "What the fuck?"
Shiro, from now on, if Ravi says you're a servant, you just say yes. Just trust me.
Yes, and me. Just like in
fucking
college,
hate it
remember?
too.
Oh,
When
right.
you were in improv club in college?
Guys,
How
we
did you
gotta
know
go.
I was improv club?
I can tell a fellow improver.
For someone who was an improv, you're very bad at making up words.
Ravi, do you have anything on you that is from that one elf's, secondary location lair?
Uh-oh.
I believe we still have the boba on us.
I have the boba, but it's in the bag of holding.
But I mean, like,
I have the arrows.
the belt with, like, the rapier and the dagger, those are gone.
That again
right?
was taken.
Those were
Yeah.
destroyed, yeah.
Yeah.
I have the arrows in my thing.
Uh-oh.
Is that where we found the crystal ball?
No, you guys got that from the Merid.
I know there's money and shit from there.
Right, but I mean, like, distinguishable, like, obvious things.
Yeah.
Just things like having a big old
I
bow
think
on
they
your
might
back
be
that was out of there, or arrows and stuff. You are
I mean,
all...
Charlie has some of the arrows still.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're all about 30-40 feet past the midway point where the king of the bridge kingdom sits. And this elf gets to the end of the bridge. Probably only 30-40 feet away. It does like a pause that everyone kind of checks, and then keeps walking towards you all.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
And they can clearly. Oh, he's walking up. Okay, cool.
Hi.
Oh, did he?
Hello.
They said hello. They said hello.
Could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Venturing types, yes?
yes.
Yeah.
Notably smaller one. Where did you acquire those arrows?
We found them at auction.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a deception check, Ravi.
Sure. Seemingly, you know, possibly mystical arrows that we found at an adventurer's auction.
You're tall.
I'll be right back.
Indeed.
Need to let my dog in.
Deception. Frick. It's a 21.
Do one. Kind of leans in and kneels down to Charlie. And he's just like, you're not that tall.
No.
Well, you know
Sure.
what they say, good things come in small packages. Skay, kind of a, you should know, those are an old adventurer's trick. You have red and blue denoting different types of arrows, be it iron and silver, so you don't waste your silvered arrows on simple creatures. Make sure to study what things require silver ammunition and which things don't.
Do you want some?
I was
I can.
going to make some more when I reach the next point of civilization, but sure.
Here, I'll hand him my entire quiver.
I only have room for 5 at the moment, but thank you. It takes like 3 of your silvered and 2 of your regular arrows and puts them in his like little side quiver that's on his hip. Afraid my quiver's completely stuffed filled. Happens that way sometimes.
I guess in some ways good and in some ways bad.
Where are you all heading? I'm wandering out here, frankly.
North?
North. You should come with
North.
us.
I look at Charlie like when he's looking at them.
I don't really have a better place to be at the moment, and trustworthy adventurers are hard to come by.
We're actually sort of on a mission at the moment.
I'm gonna elbow him.
Well,
A mission that was only, for people, unfortunately.
I'm gonna.
are you trying to save the world or something?
Yeah, you can come.
That's
come
long
with-
term,
with
but
us.
I'm sorry,
every adventurer is sort of,
We have room.
This is the first time Shiro's hearing
I
anything
look
about
at
saving
Charlie
the
like
world.
this. Look, shut up.
He's not.
Do you have anything?
We stole from him.
You have a girlf. Nope, I don't know that.
Almost none of this you can say out loud. He's like right there.
We're like swapping glances when
Yeah.
he's looking at the other one.
There's just lightning glares going back and forth, and kind of turns up to Ravi, and it's just like, I certainly don't want to get in between anything that's happening that's of an exclusive nature, but I'm always looking for new adventures. Kind of looks down to Charlie.
Well, how can we find
Trying to
you
spit.
if we're looking for a fifth?
As I said, I'm wandering at the moment. I got to a main road and chose south, which, if you're heading north and that's where things of note are, that may have been the better decision.
There is actually quite the lovely city down south. It's on the coast. It had a bakery.
Had the bakery. I'm not generally interested in places that used to have nice things.
There's diamonds up
The
north.
vacation town.
Diamonds are useful.
Like, shut the fuck.
Kind of gives a glance over everybody. I don't want to upset your friend here, gesturing to Ravi, who seems to have a slight issue with my presence. Nothing personal, I'm sure.
Oh, it's not with you, obviously. It's just a job's a job.
Do you like to eat food?
Generally, no. I used to have a workaround on that. Wouldn't mind finding somewhere that has a druid with some spare time to alleviate that issue, but I've been making do in the woods.
I have food if you till next town. Do you want to like stop and eat with us?
It's just past lunch, but I'm perfectly happy to backtrack another day. And then I'll let your friend decide if I can join you after the evening.
Cool.
Next time we meet you, of course.
No, I mean, I'll travel with you as the others seem to be fine with, and then in the morning I'll leave or stay as per your decision. If I haven't earned your
You
trust by then,
motherfucker.
I don't deserve it.
Ravi, can I
It's
talk to
perfectly
you
reasonable to wait to the
over
night.
there for?
They froze.
Oh no.
Can I talk to you over that?
You're in
come
like
here.
a 15-foot wide bridge. Like, can I talk to you over here for a second? Which is just like leaning one direction.
Go back the bridge a little bit.
Why don't we get off the stonework and
That's
walks with the rest of you northward to the edge of the bridge at least.
Ravi, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
this is out of bounds. Yeah.
Those
What-
two walk off to the
Cool.
tree line.
Cool.
No. As they start to chat, he leans in to Sonari as Shiro's made some indications that she's not that hasn't been in the group that long, but leans in to Sonari and goes, "Are those two in a relationship of some kind? Should I be treading carefully to not be involved, or?"
It's complicated, but
I'm fine with complicated.
Harley would be open to it. Little. it's you're not treading on relationship turf if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, okay. Then I have
Yeah.
nothing to worry about then.
Mhm.
Charlie,
Would you like some
Ravi.
bread?
Robbie's just worried about distractions during a mission and such.
Listen,
What the
I
fuck?
just you got laid and Sonari got laid and Lucian died. But
A while ago.
like Shiro, you got laid like last week.
Month.
It's my turn.
Listen,
And?
How you don't know?
Stole from this guy.
Shiro's not involved in that conversation.
Shiro, you're not. You're with us.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah, you're good.
were talking to me. You said Shiro.
This
I got
guy's
confused.
probably after us.
he doesn't.
Charlie!
Listen, he only took a couple of those arrows. He believed you when you said it was from like the
I
auction
know.
place.
I try not to travel with people. Well, aside from Sonari. That I actively had a hand in messing with. Regardless of whether or not they know.
But this one's like really hot.
And
What do you
go
mean?
to horny
and?
jail.
Bonk.
Turns.
I just-
If you need to get laid that much, just like go home.
I just need to relieve some
You know that.
anxiety.
Have you
We're
heard of
going
these
after
things?
Stardust. I'm just anxious.
Yeah, okay. We're going to be going through a city. You know you can like pay for that, right?
I watched Stardust kill so many of my friends, and I'm worried, and I just this dude's hot, and I like feel all tingly in
You think there
my
aren't going to be hot
insides.
people in there? Like in the city?
But like this one's like makes me feel inside tingly.
Gross. But also
Yuck.
No, like stomach tingly.
yeah, because we stole from him. And it's called anxiety.
No. Like the difference. I don't get stealing anxious. I get like people anxious.
Ali, I'm telling you, this is a bad idea.
Robbie appears to have. Jonah appears to have frozen.
Oh, have I?
Just still
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Voice is
just your
coming through,
face though. We can still hear
Oh.
you.
He also turns to
Ah.
Shiro and is just like, What are the camping defenses like? Do you have a magical fortress of some kind, or a pocket dimension you hop into, or like a protective a sphere of magic that you rest inside of? What's the situation?
Most of us aren't, as far as I can tell, none of us are really high class spellcasters. I'm
Probably stoned all the time, but
dreadful. I'm not magically inclined in much, so I'm not sure, honestly. Gonna be honest, not sure. Haven't been traveling with this group long.
You've been traveling with them for a few weeks. You all just pull off to the side and like pitch tents and all that.
Yeah, but
very basic.
Yeah, but that's in like the Elven Kingdoms where it's relatively safe.
I can help a little bit with that. It's not the fanciest thing, but I can move some earth around to create some basic barriers, and it helps mostly with not being spotted with having a campfire.
I can't. I do this thing with I etch runes into items. I can't be surprised ever, which is quite useful.
Mighty sense.
That's what it is. I'm literally wearing Spider-Man sweatpants.
Shiro and Sonari make a perception check as he clocks something during Charlie and Ravi's back and forth.
Oh, hey, cool. I'm good at those.
Okay, yeah. Dirty 20.
15. 11 plus 4.
Sonari catches him at you also caught the word Stardust got said a little louder in their little like hushed conversation for like emphasis at one point, and he like caught note of the name, and like it caught his attention for a second, and then kind of came back to the conversation between the two of you. They're getting a little heated over there. Are you all after? You know what? Your grander missions are not my business unless you wish to share. Pardon me for almost intruding.
He's so
Do you
polite.
have some... I noticed you react to the name Stardust. Do you have any affiliation
I have
with that person?
He's kind of like cautiously sizing up the group and is like, I have a background with them. Some involvement. Are you all in a positive or negative mission as far as you're concerned?
Depends.
It depends on what happens when we get there, mostly. Are you
So
still...
This could be a positive business relationship for you or a negative one, depending on what happens when you get to her.
Hero is going to remain silent.
First.
I'm finding you very
Can I
hard to read.
make an inside check on this person on like...
Yes, please do.
on their... I don't know if I can see anything with the... with their... Okay. 18.
He's not. I have to say this because insight is not read mind. He's very right now. He's shifted from being very, very open and embracing with the group to slightly guarded, and is wanting a straight answer from you first on if you're positive or negative towards Stardust, and then he has his own opinions, which he's kept locked up. It's hard. You can't divine them through.
Can I decide,
body
like,
language.
do I know if there's strong feelings? Like, if I said one way or the other, this would become a fight.
You have a feeling that this is a swing one way or the other on positive or negative.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And there's a definite tension about the fact that there's not an answer yet.
I'm rolling a dice to flip a coin, basically, so hold on.
Right.
Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure where we stood, but I'm going to be honest with you. It is a negative. interaction we're going to be having.
You catch the wave of relief in
Okay.
his person as you say it's negative. It's like, okay, that's good. She might be a long story, but she murdered me.
We have the time. Look at them
She what?
arguing. She what?
She
Wait.
murdered me.
But
There was a mage, a very well accomplished one, who owed me a favor, and performed a ritual where if I ever died, I would be resurrected in a new body, a clone of my previous one, which was hidden away for safekeeping, spare gear stored, just in case of. I work in dangerous business, and it's not unreasonable for me to die at some point. And she killed me, and I wouldn't mind if she died also. However, I'm a little ill-equipped at the moment to handle that situation. But I am glad to hear you are not secret assassins under her employ, because frankly, I can't afford to be murdered again.
I mean, she did burn down my bakery and almost kill my fiance.
Real piece of shit, it seems.
Very much, yes.
Yeah.
We are compatriots in this.
I will be right back. I'm going to see if I can figure out where they're leaning in the argument. And I will walk away. And towards the two. Yeah.
Squirrel.
So Charlie and Ravi are having this back and forth. Sonari walks up to the two of you.
So
I understand that you need to be laid. We can get you laid. We have money. It's not that hard.
I don't have money.
Yeah, but the rest of us do. If you're that desperate.
But guys, hold on. We don't have his name yet, do we? The elf has how do I say this? They hate Stardust as well.
Yes.
I think when we came across, and I'm saying this quietly, across him in the jelly whatever thing it was in, that it was a resurrection sort of situation. Stardust had killed him. So I mean, I know that y'all have had experience of traveling with someone and lying to them at the same time. Honestly, especially if it's just for one night.
The shade. The shade from Sonari.
Sonari just casts darkness.
Wouldn't be against having him along.
That definitely changes things.
Yeah, what do we currently have that is theirs that could... it's the arrows, which we've decided...
The arrows and the boba. I think that's everything of theirs that we actually took.
Mm-hmm.
Some money.
They seem like a very reasonable person, and I'm not going to say we should do this, but if we continue an alliance for longer than the night, whatever Charlie's deciding after this, is there a way you guys think we could feasibly just come clean about seeing?
I mean, yeah, we didn't actually do that. Like, we didn't do him that dirty, you know?
It depends on
them.
I don't know. They seem fine, given the situation, and I didn't... Sorry, no, this isn't going to be a blaming game.
I did, yeah.
But...
Only one not at
it
fault
could be
is
an
the dead
understandable
one.
situation, being adventurers coming across a den of pretty things, with seemingly a body. I'm not saying we do this tonight or anytime soon, but if we're keeping them, then it would be worth doing, because they also have a vendetta, and I feel like this could be beneficial.
All the help we can get against Stardust, right?
Ask if they even want to help kill her, but...
So, sorry, did you... My friend here says that you also hate Stardust?
He's like in the middle of a conversation with Shiro, just
sorry.
to ease the tension, really. And it's just like, I'm not usually much for eating, but the bread's quite nice. It's very, it's easy.
Thank you. Made it myself.
There's so much
I
that flavor from some sort of animal fat. What is that? Is that butter?
It is butter.
Oh,
I add a
okay.
little more butter. I add a little more butter to it to make it fluffier.
Oh, it's terrible, but thank you. I'm sure most people enjoy it. I'm not.
Sure just looks really offended for a moment before
Butter?
remembering he doesn't eat.
And then the rabbit
Oh.
calls over. What? Sorry?
Sorry, you also hate Stardust?
I was telling your friends, she murdered me.
And if you were potentially to, like, see her again, what would you try and do?
Well, at the moment I'd avoid it until I'm better equipped, and then murdering her would be on the list for sure.
Eye for an eye. Alright. So, just as, like, a hypothetical. If you, like, met the people that stole some stuff from you, and they felt bad about it after having met you, and returned what they could, because the other stuff was, like, destroyed, but returned what they could, how upset would you be?
Kill somebody.
I mean, at the moment I'm slightly irritated, but in the way that, like, someone borrowed your shoes and then didn't return them, and you're like, hey, where's my shoes? And then they come back and they've got a little mud on them, and you're kind of like, whatever, fine. Like, you're not pleased, but you're not, you're not going to kill them or anything for it.
I pull out the jar of boba, and I hand it over.
Oh, he looks so relieved. He just, like, he walks over and takes the jar. Oh,
I
yes.
don't know what to eat.
anything.
Ah, that's better.
I think that's
Kind of
everything
actively,
but
like,
bad.
gathers the remaining dough from behind teeth and things and spits it out.
Bruh.
So, you can keep the rest of those arrows, though.
Oh,
What happened to the
Thanks.
belt and rapier? With the dagger?
They were cursed.
I know.
Yeah, so I mean, I got them uncursed
Oh.
from me, and then the person who uncursed them wouldn't give them back and destroyed them.
Oh, they were destroyed.
Okay, that's fine. I can find a sidearm at some point. Well, I have
Yeah, it's
found
right.
a
Well,
mundane one at least.
Maybe, oh, okay.
It's fine. They were moderately handy.
Have you managed to rebuild any of your finances at all? I know that.
Well, someone who is a friend of Stardust is a friend of ours.
Right.
I'm sure we can help out.
I don't know. The safe house or the resurrection location was made to my specifications, but I wasn't told of any coin that would be left there. If there was coin left there,
Oh.
I'd be happy to have it back. But I imagine I'm going to have a good 6 months to a year of preparation before I go after Stardust personally.
Oh, we need to do it.
Yeah, we're going like now.
Yeah.
I
So
will
the
not hinder you.
world, Shiro, you want to know this too. The world's gonna end within,
What?
we
Oh.
don't know when, but within a year?
We were gonna try and keep that under wraps to like not create a panic.
I
Oh.
told my fiance I'd be back as soon as Stardust. Well,
You can leave
did-
if
I-
this is a commitment you can make. We
Yeah,
understand.
like
You have a
no,
wedding to
like
get back to.
you are fully allowed to leave after the Stardust thing.
no. I did
For full
say that
disclosure,
if a world-ending event comes up, she understands. She was an adventurer too with me.
the loophole.
The
I'll have to send her a
cataclysm
letter. I'll have to send her a letter at some point.
Mm,
Just
find a way to do that. Yeah.
can Shiro walk like 30 feet away, scream, and then come back?
Real quick.
Just
as she walks away,
frustration.
kind of leans over. My friends call me Doran.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Sonari.
Sonari.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Ravi.
Ravi. Not sure for Ravenous.
No, Ravinderol.
Ah.
Not a word, Charlie.
I
Parents
call him
do put a
Ravenderella.
lot of extra syllables on things, still, don't they?
Why go by Robbie?
Shiro comes back. Shiro. Pronouns.
Ravendick.
Doran Tyndall, if you're ever needing to look me up somewhere.
What kind of preparations were you trying to make for
Well,
encountering Stardust again?
luckily my backup bow was still there. It's a simple magical bow that slightly enhances damage and attacks. I had a better one, obviously, but it's on my corpse. So,
No.
magical
What-
arrows, a superior bow, some superior melee sidearms.
So what are your pronouns?
He, him. I try to present fairly masculine to not have it required. Yourself?
They them.
I didn't care in the first place, but I am happy to use what you like.
He's fine too. But they them mostly.
Whatever makes you comfortable.
Yeah.
She, hers. She, hers. He, his. Well, we
I
have each other's
slipped
names.
into Lucian's voice.
Shall we get on the march?
One of Lucy's
Absolutely.
voices.
Well, if you're not, I mean,
Oh.
if you're not going after Stardust right away, then you might as well.
Happy to accompany you and.
You on your
see what
path, I
we can
guess.
As far as we're going, no.
Sure.
Very well.
Then
It'll be
let's
fun.
go.
Part of the deal with the wizard was that my backup location would be in a place I would not know of. A place I would have no connection to and have no insights on. That way, in case the wizard who was the one who killed me would have plenty of time to get away to avoid my vengeance. So, I have no idea where I am, except apparently
you
north
even-
is the way to go.
Are you on? Are you? Do you even know if you're on the same continent?
Well, you all said you were heading north up to Stardust, so I assume so.
Fair enough. Good point. Silly question. Allons-y.
Very well. I imagine
Good.
gestures to Charlie and himself. He's like, imagine archers in the back, slammers in the front, and magic
Casters
boys in the middle.
The magic.
Aw, magic boy.
You're
Yeah.
the best
Yes.
magic boy.
I also have this, and I rapier.
Fair enough. Let us move.
So
Yes.
do you know magic stuff?
Indeed.
What kind of magic stuff?
A fair amount.
He's gonna have to ride with me, isn't he?
Probably.
I consider myself an archer. I'm happy to hang back here with the other clear archer.
Yeah,
No.
you guys go up front. I mean, I just have my dog.
What's up with? Shira's gonna lean over to Ravi. What's up
The
with
homie.
Charlie? Isn't that your job?
Not generally.
You are the bard.
Eh,
I once knew a bard who would
Very
fuck
rude,
anything and
actually.
everything. I'm sorry. It's very rude.
Stereotyping.
You're not part
Come
of this
back.
conversation.
We move forward, and yeah.
From experience.
Shiro leads, yeah? Forget.
Yeah, she.
Yep.
Yeah, because Outlander.
Sure.
Right.
I'll help, I
You're
guess.
leading the way. You all are slowed down a little bit by the fact that this guy doesn't have a mount. it's
And-
just
I mean,
walking
unless
in
he
the-
hops on mine, but like,
He kind of hangs back with Charlie. The people with their individual mounts a little faster. Just kind of stick to the front. Charlie on Goodest Boy, getting up to about shoulder height. What with the mount and everything. Well, not quite. He's pretty tall, but his stride next to Charlie in the back, just like. So, you all are in need of some finer magics and a place to stay in the evening.
I mean, that would be nice.
I have an option, but doesn't provide much privacy to everyone. So maybe we'll save that
Okay.
till... It kind of looks Charlie up now. Maybe we'll save that until another time. I have some other options that can keep everyone in their own private camping areas.
Okay. That sounds good. Do you like pranks?
I adore pranks.
I'm going to oh dang, what do I have? Nothing.
You have no things.
I'm gonna
Have
hop
nothing.
off my mount and like what's this? And I'm gonna sneak up and on the back of I was already mean to Ravi.
You blew
On the
me
back
up.
of-
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
mean to me.
on the back of Sonari's horse, I'm gonna pop one of the flowers and then
Right.
run back.
Right.
But like stealthily.
Yeah. Make a stealth check.
18.
18. Sonari, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, that wasn't great, but like 13, I think,
Um,
something like that.
you are riding along, and then at one point you catch a whiff like the horse farted, and you feel a deep wash of remorse that you didn't outbid Ravi for the magic horse, which you look over and is all just like elegantly braided and like magically doesn't have a natural like eating and pooping cycle or anything like that. You're on the fart horse. Ravi's on the magic horse.
I decided I'm okay with it. I love animals and horses.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wafting back here.
Hmm.
Oh,
Scenario horse
You
girl.
dropped it in front of you.
Next
told-
time we need to
I
do
have
that.
decided.
Directions.
it's a good it's a good prank. It's a good prank though.
My best friend is a horse girl, and I'm at the barn a lot. So I've decided that Sonari is a little bit of a horse girl too.
Nice.
I'm at the barn
As someone
a
who's
lot.
dating a former horse girl.
Kid?
At the barn at least 3 days a week.
It's like, oh, I could end this, but it would knock them over, and that'd be not the best impression to make.
You know, I shot them all with a fireball the other day, like right before or today.
Literally today.
Right before we met, so I don't think they'd mind. And guys, sorry, I put a smelly flower on your horse. You might.
Yeah,
Can
you know, I
can you-
figured
It's wafting over here.
I just I
Wasn't
pat the
well thought
flower
out.
off the horse.
The wind is this way, so it might have gotten you a little, but it's getting us a lot.
Yeah.
Consequences.
Fling the flower off. Yeah, consequences. Fling
Right.
the flower off the horse and
Kind of. What we
hope that will leave it behind.
Everybody walks away, and then Charlie and Doran finally get around it, and he kicks some dirt onto it. Actually, you watch him gesture, and the dirt below the flower drops about 5 feet, like kind of moves to the side,
Oh.
and then does a hand motion, and it like fills in. And he like buries the flower under like 5 feet of dirt.
He's
an
an
earthbender.
earthbender.
He's like, okay, that's better.
Yeah. So I used to. Oh man, I used to have this cheese. And I won't go through it, but as we're walking, I'll tell him about all my
Bobby
crazy
hears
pranks.
this cheese, and he's
that
like,
thing that people inexplicably eat.
Yeah, that you could not eat this. You would.
I mean,
yeah, you would
the
die.
milk is already milk, right? That then goes bad, and then goes worse, and then it's cheese, right?
But then
Pretty
it's
much.
worse than that.
So it's worse milk.
It's so bad that
It sounds really
Bad milk.
when I got it taken away from me, I had to let them know not to open it because it could
it could kill a
potentially
person.
yeah.
And it's not just cow milk.
Oh yeah,
it was-
it's griffin milk.
Oh, I didn't know there were griffin titties.
Griffin titties.
Man, if we had fan art,
Doesn't
people who
sound-
did fan art for us.
Doesn't sound aerodynamic. I assumed there's some of that.
Are
Don't
they
draw
mammals?
I assumed it would work like
Fucking
birds, where they
Mammals.
chew up and regurgitate into the mouth. Again, disgusting.
I mean, the part of the body would be the lion, yeah.
Oh, maybe it's not
Hey,
titty
let's
cheek.
stop this thought process.
I like it. Onward.
Don't like. Nope. Me no likey.
I'm fascinated
Maybe.
and horrified, as I am by most foods.
Wait till we tell you about hot dogs.
There are
I don't vibe with this, dude.
only 3 things I enjoy eating. One of them is honey.
Not a bad choice.
We'll keep walking.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a griffin with titties.
No.
You just, I
Dreadful.
want just a stock photo of Griffin, like Old English, and then just like 2 seconds worth of lines added to it. That's all the detail I will accept. You all make your rest of your day's travel northward and find a spot off the road to make camp. 1 or 2 light dwarven patrols that kind of march through the area, just because it is technically the border with another nation, even though they seem to be at peace with each other. They all made peace at each other. And you all go to make camp. You will set up start setting up normal campsite, and he's like, just a moment, and starts gesturing, and chunks of dirt get moved to the side, and essentially a bowl in the ground off to the side gets created. He makes 10-foot high walls that are, he's like, they're easy enough to climb up through. It's dirt essentially. I usually like to pack it in a little bit before you set down for the evening, but it's easy enough to climb up on, and someone can keep watch from on top. He kind of gestures
Cool.
at the center where it kind of digs down 5 feet, and it's like, you put your campfire in the hole in here. The light doesn't show out to other areas in the night, so you can have a nice comfortable campfire with room to sleep all around in a circle. I'm going to make a separate one over here. It's usually best to have 2 groups going on.
How many holes does he make?
He makes 2. One like large area for you all, and then a second location.
Yeah.
Essentially to split the party into 2 nearby spots. This way, if there is some sort of beast that gets to jump on one half of the group, the other half is unharmed, but will hear and be able to get the jump on whatever's attacking. It's best solution I've seen for camping at night. I used to have access to another ability, but I did not have that memorized when I was killed, and so I need to consult a few mages in order to regain that spell ability. That's along with several other things. But here we are.
Would any spell book work?
Pardon?
Out of character. Does Shiro know that we have Ingram's spellbook?
I don't
No.
think so.
I don't
Okay.
know if anyone mentioned to Shiro that you all have the spellbook.
I don't
Okay.
think you know anything about Ingram.
Probably not.
No, I was just gonna say, do I know we have this a
But there's a
spellbook?
chance that we.
I also think
mentioned
you
it
have to,
left.
like- It has to be your spellbook. Like,
Well, that's a metagamey thing we don't need to get into. But the question is whether or not Shiro knows that you all have a spellbook, and I think the answer is probably no, unless someone brought it to her attention.
Okay. 'Cause I was gonna say, copy spells out of this.
Also, I don't know who has the spellbook.
It's in the book bag.
In the bag.
of
Bag,
holding.
the bag.
It was slipped
If you're
in.
not sure, it's in the bag.
Yep. Kind of, as turns over to, or Shiro probably gathers up the firewood and random things in the forest that can be used as food for the group.
Yeah.
Doran
Cook
turns
dinner.
over to Charlie. He goes, the 2 archers could give a good scouting of the area, yes?
Yep.
I look at Charlie like the
I'm very
behave
perceptive.
yourself look. Have fun.
Very perceptive.
Oh.
Thank you.
And I go and I start the fire.
All right. Fire started with the trio. Charlie and Doran walking through the woods. A little ways off of the group. He just does one of those like, Ravi. Ravi, make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. So 16.
16. You do not hear the call out.
Hey, and trooper.
Gotta stay on that mute button. Pauses for a moment, turns over to Charlie. Seems like a good spot. Does his gestures and creates a little, like, sunk down area, like 5 by 10, and out of the way. It's like, so. Is this a yes, or have I misread the situation?
Yeah. I'm in a relationship, but it's polyamorous, so this is cool.
Say, yeah.
I just thought I'd let you know.
Yes is plenty. Grabs Charlie by
Yes,
the back
yes.
there, and
Yes. that's me, not Charlie.
Do I hear that? No.
I'd hope it's also Charlie. But
No,
Be too
Charlie's
loud.
trying really hard to be suave,
right.
but
You're not.
Yeah.
it's not.
You're not, though.
While Charlie is taken in the woods, there's
Getting late.
Nice.
there's there's a moment where it's just like, I said honey was one of the things I like to eat.
Uh-huh.
Number 2.
God damn it.
Nice.
Oh, snaps.
Eat ass, suck a dick, and sell drugs.
Oh my.
You can't just quote John Mulaney while I'm eating a Pringle.
Yeah, absolutely.
A non-branded chip, Umbra.
I miss the Mulaney's. Okay. Fair enough. So, watches are had. There's a moment where, Ravi, you've gotten the fire started. You've all pulled out some rations to kind of accompany the more fresh food that Shiro brings in from the forest. There's that moment about an hour in where you're kind of like, you kind of peek over to their little like sunken area off to the just next to yours, and notice they're not in there. And there's a moment of like,
Yep.
is there things happening, or have they been attacked in the forest? But
There's some strange noises coming from over there.
Oh god. Ravi, do you know silence?
Shiro,
Am I?
well, Shiro, make a nature check.
Oh no, I'm proficient in those.
Sonari
Oh,
also
you.
is proficient, so Sonari could go add that as well.
Oh my god.
By the way, oh wait, no, it's survival, not
Mm.
nature.
Got it.
Sorry. Still not bad.
I'll allow it.
Wisdom was all right. Then
But,
that
like,
makes it a dirty 20.
I made a natural 20.
Ooh.
Ooh. It is
For
an
a total of
intelligence
24.
skill, but so 25 for you then.
And a dirty 20 here.
Got it. And so Sonari and Shiro both kind of listen for a second, and then Shiro, you're confused for a moment because you're like, okay, that doesn't sound like any of the native species in the area that breed this time of year. And Sonari has that same thought, but then also connects with okay. So Sonari knows what's happening.
If only only we had that acorn or whatever of silence.
We technically do, but you don't.
Right.
We do.
Oh, it's in the
Yeah.
bag of right.
It's in the bag. But yeah.
I mean, you could put it around you.
Jonah
It's
Writing
in,
that down because I forgot that we had it.
Jonah in delightful ignorance as to just like random noises in the woods. Whatever, I'm cooking. All right.
It looks unperturbed.
There's the sun. The sun starts to set. Jonah, Ravi starts to get a little concerned because the other two have not been seen for some time. But then,
Charlie say, if I see concern, I'm just like, Charlie's fine.
There. Fine.
They fucking
just roll to see how
I
Charlie's
just
I
did
said it
roll-
normally. I said it
I
normally.
did. I'm doing pretty good.
Are they fucking?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. Yes. That,
Alright.
I would, yeah.
I didn't want to go
Think
check,
for them to
you
come
know.
back. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that would be
It's
bad.
only,
Oh my
there's
god.
only about an hour that goes by before
Yeah.
they return. You hear the climbing or you hear the dirt move from the other structure nearby as the two of them return with a little pile of firewood. You hear clank into the hole and start to get started over there. You can hear them chatting back and forth. You're like,
No, Charlie's awkwardly quiet.
right. It's a one-way conversation going on then. Shiro, yeah.
Can Shiro just like subtly just fist bump Charlie?
You're not in
Just-
the same area.
Oh, I thought we were in the
The
same.
other tower.
Oh, right. There's
Yeah, there's
two.
like little like.
Right.
two circles set up nearby each other of the same design, but separate kind of. And then there's a hole out in the woods somewhere that is now filled in.
The fuckhole.
The fuck hole has been filled to cover up any evidence.
I'm writing that in my notebook.
Should that go in
Just
session
written
quotes
down.
too?
I got it.
I have a lot of weird things in here, like ask for tits and you shall receive is
Oh
one
my
of
God.
my session notes.
Where did that come from?
Probably just from today.
Probably it was probably the I would assume Griffin cheese.
No.
No.
It was a while ago.
Oh god.
It's a theme then. All right. There's he's pretty smooth. You get the sense he kind of knows his way around generally in most situations.
I thought you were gonna say genitalia.
No, I mean,
I
for
mean-
Charlie that goes without saying at this point.
To Jen, and I was like, what?
Oh my, this is the wrong episode.
Anyways,
So
What would
Charlie,
be good?
a significant amount of tension and energy has been released, and no bad kitty. But he does. You see him in there in some firelight as the night is kind of taking over, and he looks like you see him like look a little frustrated as he starts to think of some things.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm as far as you and I are concerned, I'm excellent.
Oh, me too.
But I checked a few times. I know. I consider myself an archer. That wasn't a lie. But I'm also a magic user. But my magic is tied to meticulous research, and I had that entire several decades
Sonori!
taken from me. What?
Sonori!
Do I hear that? Hold on.
The two huts that essentially that have been made of dirt are only like 20 feet apart, so that you would hear very plainly.
Yes?
Throw me Ingram's book for a sec. I gotta see it.
Whose book?
Ravi, can you grab the book for me? quick?
I heard that too. I don't.
Yeah.
Are they trying to give it to this person that we just met?
I'm gonna walk over and see, but yeah.
Who's Ingram?
It's a 10-foot dirt wall, easy enough to like climb up and over. And
Oh, was it? I'm naked. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck you.
Shiro has their hand raised.
Yes.
Rowdy's in the hut with you.
Who's Ingram?
He's a guy that we killed, and then he came back and we stole his spellbook.
Cool.
Sonara, you kind of climb up over the this other
Our uncle, actually.
other hole thing with the fire going. A confused looking Doran who's just sort of like, what's happening here?
He
Sir,
doesn't.
why do you want this?
He doesn't have like any of his old spells.
A spellbook.
Oh,
You have a wizard spellbook. Is it filled? Do you have?
I flipped through it. Yeah. Do you read Orcish?
I don't, but I can.
Comprehend.
Do you need to keep it if you were given this?
I would need to hang on to it. Yes. This would save me decades of research. If you don't have a use for it, I would love to have it.
Can you like can you like
Is there
I mean, I
how
could
long
also
would
write
you
it
need it? I would
I
give
could-
it to you, but
I could borrow it until I'm done copying spells.
yeah,
somewhere.
no, I'd be okay with that
That's
personally.
Wonderful. I thought I'd have
And
to
considering
buy
it's
one.
my kin stuff, here you go.
Plot twist: the only spell
Thank
in
you.
there is Fireball.
I think this kind of makes up for stealing some of your things, so I don't feel bad about giving it away if you need it.
I consider us even.
Ooh,
This
try.
this covers. I mean, it's not instantaneous. I need to find
Yeah,
papers
but-
and a new blank spellbook and inks and things, but it's
Absolutely.
still, but this saves me having to just figure it all out on my own from scratch again. That's wonderful. Thank you. Puts it in the pack. The pack he has, which is also like thrown together from like parts of clothes and stuff. Didn't have a proper backpack to his name. Thank you, Sonari. I look forward to making use of this and consider any negative debt you considered existing, consider it paid.
thank you. Yeah, just get that back to me whenever you can. We see each other again. Yeah.
I mean, Sonari didn't really take anything for. I left a note. Did you get my note? Sorry.
I didn't
you get my note?
see a note. There was some water
Oh.
damage.
Oh.
I think the door didn't get reset properly, and the next rain that came through did a number on anything that was on the floor.
That's too bad. It was just saying like, hey, sorry, we just fought a beholder and like needed some aid, so sorry, pretty person.
Pretty person.
Yeah, I thought you were nice to look at.
Thought in past tense. Interesting.
Think you are.
And then I saw you with your pants off, and I don't know now.
He was pants off the whole time.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
had a full
You-
evaluation
you
of what to
have-
expect.
It was very
Charlie
naked.
knew what they were getting into.
Sonari.
Out of game, do I know? So I know that I don't know that Ingram killed Lucian. Do I know like having his book taken from him? Like how how bad is that for him?
Make an Arcana check to know
Yeah,
the
oh,
detail of
see.
how that would work.
Where would it be? Probably here. Well, Arcana isn't bad though. 12.
12, and you kind of grew up around a lot of researchers and wizards and things. You know
Yeah.
the spellbook's very important. You know it's not
Right.
the whole and the totality of what they are and what they can do,
Yeah.
but it's you like as far as you know, you liken it to someone's research notes essentially. If their
Mhm.
research notes got burned, they
Oh,
would
yeah, that's
still
fun.
know some things, but they don't have their notes to go reference to. So it's
Right.
you imagine it as quite a blow. But
Yeah.
don't know the specifics of how like the class and the spellcasting works, but
Okay.
you
Fuck
think
that
of it as
guy.
their research
Yeah.
notes, and
Yeah.
it would suck to have them burned, but they would still know some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna file it under like I'm not gonna see him for a while. I'll come give it back next time.
Fair enough. There's a slightly awkward tension, and Dorana goes, well, if there's nothing else, we have our we're assisting in watches during the night, but you all have watches covered as well, I assume, with the three of you.
Yeah.
Over there, and the other
Yep.
hut. Unless, is it uncomfortable over there for some reason? I could make another hut if you'd like your own
Where?
space.
I'm good.
We're fine.
Very well. Good evening for you.
You as well.
Waits for Sonari to leave the hut.
Yeah.
Leans over to Charlie. He goes, "You can do that last thing, but quietly."
Oh, wait, one sec. I'm gonna go sneak over to the other camp,
Sure.
and I'm gonna
Oh.
take the silence thing.
It's gonna make it
Damn it.
It would be stealth check.
okay.
Who's on first watch? I imagine Sonari, since Sonari's
Oh,
actively
yeah,
like
already
walking
up.
around.
23.
Yeah. That's taken.
So Sonari, make a perception check. Ravi and Shiro also perception checks, but with disadvantage.
We can't go anywhere
18.
without Charlie trying to fuck us.
10. Wait, at disadvantage? 7.
Just keep the stuff. Yeah.
And then sounds successful.
Oh,
Then
wait, that was-
Charlie, make a
Oh,
sleight of
that was
hand.
a disadvantage. Nat 1.
Oh, gotcha. Charlie, make a sleight of hand check.
14.
14. With Ravi's nat 1, I'm gonna say that works. You reach in, thinking about the acorn of silence, and yoink it out of the pack. Sonari keeping watch the other direction on top of the dirt mound for when you sneak down, and then kind of quietly climb up and out. No one the wiser. You climb back into your dirt hut to a familiar unclothed sight. He looks up at you and it's just like, as you go to speak, your words come out normally.
Well, it's
holding
like
the
the-
acorn.
Oh, do they?
Oh,
We
Well,
can
maybe
be
it's a
like,
tie.
well,
You gotta pop it open.
oh, you gotta pop it open.
You wonder about
pop
pop.
it
You
open.
crack the acorn open and there's a little nut inside.
Oh,
What's
It's-
why are you pantomiming eating the nut? If you need
It's-
protein, A,
No,
I'm
no, no, no.
surprised. B,
it casts silence.
oh,
Used to.
how?
I don't know.
I can... No, I can't. I guess there's no reason to memorize that spell, because I always cast it out of my book. Force of habit. Well, he kind of, like, reaches up. Well, at the moment, we have a nut. We can get a couple more. Grabs you by the hair again. And evening is had. Sonari at a certain point goes a little earmuffs, and just keeps an eye out. And then you all have your long rest for the evening.
I'll be polite. I'll be quiet.
Sonari's
Not
unfazed.
that
Sonari grew up in like a
rude.
dormitory kind of situation.
Right? Yeah. You know the scholastic dormitories. Nerds going at it.
Yeah, nerds. We have nothing else to do but read in that.
Yeah.
You have nothing else to do but read and each other.
What do I need for band camp? Earmuffs, but it's band. It's not for during the day.
Earmuffs.
All right. So morning comes along, uneventful-ish evening, except Charlie. At one point, Doran's asleep, and you are looking up at the moon. As the moon kind of comes across the skyline that's created by these dirt walls, you notice the moon is blood red. It's just being the evening after those adventurers kind of got nuked.
Yeah, that was not great. I mean, I want to learn how to use magic, but safely. That would be fun. But I'm sorry. I won't play with things that I don't know what they do. Again, that was dumb.
And describe what you're doing. Are you like kneeling? With the
I'm
bow,
just like sitting with the bow in my lap, just like talking.
Awesome. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
11.
11. You feel yourself almost like when someone nods off as you sort of, in your own way, pray up to the moon. You hear a pair of footsteps fall on the dirt nearby.
Oh.
And a familiar sight. And so you look over and see Lucian standing on the other side of the fire, kind of kneeling down, feeling it almost like it's the first time that she's felt warmth in a good minute.
What's up, bitch?
A hello would have sufficed.
I miss you.
Yeah, by the way, nice.
Thanks. Wait, you watched? That's kind of creepy.
I saw what was going to happen, and I stopped anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I hit the group with a fireball.
Yeah, I'm kind of here to talk to you about that. Moonweaver's, not quite impressed with what you did.
Yeah.
How did she put it? Using her words, 3 innocents have had their thread cut short by your hand. The 3 must be freed by your hand to settle the debt.
That's fair.
And I have some names and locations for you.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Orakill in Athol to be freed from bondage.
Wait. Slow down. I gotta get my notebook. Well, it's out now. You can start.
Okay. Orakill in Athol to be freed from bondage. Hilda in
Wait, 1 second. I gotta write this down.
I'm sorry.
We'll put it in the chat afterwards. It's fine.
We'll put it in the chat afterwards.
No, I just like fucking with
You two have been conspiring.
There's also the ridiculousness of this is a vision of yours. You don't have your actual, you don't have a physical notebook to draw in. Except one you've manifested in the
Yeah.
In the ethereal realm.
Okay, what are the other ones?
1 second, closing the office door.
Ah.
Hilda in Krum Unroll to be freed from sabotage, and Alin in Adrum to be freed from chastity.
Wait, do I have to fuck someone?
So,
I think you have that covered.
No, but freed from chastity. Does that mean I have to have sex with a random I mean, I guess I did have sex.
You just did that. You just did that.
Are they hot?
Charlie, make a religion check.
Just give me the names.
That is a big ol' 16.
You have picked up a little bit about the Moonweaver telling someone to go bang a stranger is not within their mythos. Facilitating lovers sneaking away to be able to get together in circumstances they usually would not be allowed to is way within the.
That is so Moonweaver.
That's
That
super
is like
Moonweaver. So you
that's
imagine
like the big thing.
you get a vision of these individuals as they're listed.
Oh,
You
so I get to like make up a booty call. I get to like get the people together so they can. That's rad.
So
Okay.
That's how you want to put it.
The image you get is as first you see an ogre chained up, being rained on, unpleasantly just shackled, not even in like a holding area, like clearly on the outside of the city wall, occasionally having dirt kicked in their direction as they're just, chained up in the rain. You get the vision of a hopeful young smith as she like works away at really really finely made blades and boxes them up with letters and like sent into mail, and notices coming back, and those notices then being like torn up by someone sabotaging her. And then an image of like a gnome nobleman who's is married to someone, and they putting on a strong face, but like every day it just looks longingly out the window at someone in the road. And so there's someone trapped in like literal bondage, someone being trapped in a shitty situation where they're being undercut by someone that knows them. And then there's someone who wants to fuck. Wants desperately to fuck. wants to get out of this, like, out of their situation.
They want a divorce.
They want a divorce, but apparently don't have the ability to get one.
I was going to ask about Lucian when you sent me these messages, but I forgot. Is Lucian a Reaper now?
Something like that.
Cool!
And no, it's not an anime.
No.
An anime. It's not the anime
I'm thinking
RPG.
more like... No, I'm thinking like Kravitz from the Adventure Zone.
Oh, gotcha. No.
It's not an anime!
It's not an anime.
The Adventure Zone is a D&D podcast.
Even though it's being made into an animated show.
Shut up! That's not an anime. Two different things.
I know. I'm just...
All right. So, Lucian can feel herself being essentially pulled away as Charlie notices sort of the darkness kind of overtaking.
Lucian!
But a moment left.
Yo.
I'm naming my bow after you so I can swear at it every time it misses.
Cool. I want to tell you who killed me, but that feels rude. Find it out yourself, coward.
Who killed you?
As the darkness overtakes.
I like to imagine that they do that as they're slowly backing away.
Yeah.
And then they realize that they've not been taken back yet, and they're like, "Okay, Mom, come pick me up now.
Mom, pick me up."
That was your cue."
I really want to tell you, but I don't think Jeff will let me.
not the thing.
Exactly.
Not in the purview.
God won't let me.
God won't let me.
Mom won't let me.
So many interactions of a similar nature that didn't occur because of God won't let me. Good old high school with my Mormon friends.
Pops back in. Stop being a dick to everyone, by the way.
Only you.
Lucian's gone. So the Charlie kind of wakes up again. The moon's in a slightly different position. The blood redness of it is gone. The light, seemingly an array down on your location, illuminating the slightly glistening abs of the sleeping hot boy next to you.
Hey, Moon Lady, Moonweaver. Can we level up, please?
I don't think getting laid, like, I don't think you get XP from getting laid. Different kind of fight.
Putting the level up music on a hookup is just like.
That'd be so funny, though.
Yeah, be hard to resist if you were like a
Make it a
porn
Discord
editor or
hotkey.
something. Then it would be like you're cutting things together, and they're like, throw some music on there at the end, and you're like, what kind of music? And they're like, I don't care. Be like, you're gonna regret that statement.
You fool!
My brother did a tour of our college thing for some kids in high school, and he shows them the music studio, and there's a drum kit in there, and he played the Pornhub theme.
By the way, a Trickster Cleric would work so much for frickin' Charlie.
All right.
Mostly because the channel divinity would be so funny.
Moon Lady, level up, please. Maybe that's what I meant.
You need to accomplish something besides a nut.
That's why I pulled this out. I was looking at it because I'm pretty sure you can do it charisma casting. That's what I was looking at actually.
Cleric, not. No. But
I thought Jester Lavore was a charisma caster.
nope.
No,
She's just Laura Bailey.
Yeah, she's just got really good
She's just
stats.
Laura Bailey.
She just rolled really well for Jester's stats.
Yeah, but even so, I think her charisma was like 12. At least at the start. But anyways. The evening goes by. Before morning, a rain does roll in, kind of light to begin with. Doran sits up next to Charlie as Charlie wakes up, and Doran's like, "Oh, you should know I don't sleep. I meditate. But
Okay.
You seemed more comfortable to express yourself freely while I was in a laying position like that. I don't want to pry, but you mentioned the Moon Lady.
The Moon Weaver.
The Moon Weaver.
I don't know. It feels weird calling her by her official title. I'm not
Because
one for that kind of stuff.
If only ever called her Moon Lady.
I don't know.
Not a fan
yeah.
of titles and such.
No, I think... I mean, that's why I call Ravi Ravendick, because he's like a prince or something, I don't know.
Is he?
Apparently. But I call dibs! On you, I mean, not on him.
What?
Never mind. That was a joke. I was kidding.
I was under the impression I was the pursuer in this interaction.
Oh! No, I was totally... I'm bad at flirting, but I was trying.
You were trying. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
That was me try. I'm not great with people. Anyway, yeah, the Moon Lady gave me this whole... I had this dagger, and it's the corrupted... It was trapping a fragment of the Moon Weaver in it, and I brought it to this...
Kind of puts a finger on your mouth. There's a lot of details coming out right now, and I haven't had anything to drink. It's the morning. I still enjoy water, especially after last night. And
No, I get that. I usually am not talkative. I usually hate mornings, but it
Can I share
you're
something
hot.
with you?
Yeah.
It's very personal.
Okay.
It looks like you all did not partake in the bobas.
No, I don't think we did.
There's one missing.
Reaches over. Did Ravi try one? I think.
I don't know if he tried one, but there was some reason that we used one.
Yeah. He takes two out. Puts one up to your lips, and gives one to himself.
You'll take it.
Takes like 2 chews and slides down. You feel completely nourished. You're awake as though you've had your coffee and a glass of water, and you have no need to eat for the day. And it has a nice little light honey taste to it.
Oh, you like, and it tastes like honey. That's cool.
That's just the syrup. It helps them not go bad, also. The more things you can free yourself of a mundane nature that have no effect on your day, the easier it is to move on to things that are fun.
I do like food though, but yeah, you're fun. You're nice too.
I'll vibe with this guy. There's just something.
Something's weirdly off about the 400-year-old wizard assassin. What? Just like goes and he kind of gives you a kiss on the forehead, and then finishes getting his clothes on, and gets the leather armor that he got studded himself. It looks like at some point you found some random debris and worked it in to make it into studded leather. Let's get your compatriots. I imagine everyone else is just kind of ready to go, and it's already like mounted up. It's sort of like, oh, you were all waiting on us.
Yeah.
Come, Charlie.
Yeah, come.
We did a few times in Edinburgh.
Came. Come. Yeah. Okay.
Now
Sorry, that
can,
was a bad joke.
now can Shiro fist bump
There's a
Charlie just...
questioning if he
Nice.
caught that. He didn't catch that. Damn, he had a good comeback too.
Well, someone might have.
Oh,
Come back.
come back. Oh,
I'm
my.
so sorry.
We're all going to hell.
Well,
We're all in there anyways.
okay, motherfucker. Sorry.
What?
What?
I forgot to mute my mic before I
Flies.
cursed the fly.
Oh,
I have a gnat infestation.
nice.
Got him.
Burn your house down. Commit tax fraud.
Anyways, hookups and hiccups aside, which should have been the episode title. The next few weeks, you all
Good title.
are, well, actually, the first thing that happens in the morning, he walks over to Sonari and gives a nod, and then walks over to Ravi and it's like,
I'll just put my hand down to help him up.
thank you. There's not much I can say or do to instantaneously earn your trust. I hope by not being someone intent on murdering you in any way, shape, or form is enough to let me travel next to your group as I head northward myself.
Yeah, can I do an insight check just to see if it's just Jonah that's getting bad vibes from this guy?
Yeah.
Alright.
Dang it, I don't have my Thunder Rune activated. Could have given you advantage.
If you
Is Ravi frozen? Jonah.
I think it's a mix of
It's a mix of lag and...
lag and just
Sorry,
some time.
my shit's being whack.
What'd you get?
Hmm?
What did you roll?
Oh, it's gosh, fuck.
I think the sheet is
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
A 23.
Ooh.
Ricky Frog.
This guy...
Hello, Kermit the Frog here.
To quote earlier, things that we were talking about, this guy fucks.
Just picturing the...
Enough.
Look at
Ah!
in your best Kermit the Frog voice. You don't sense anything overtly sinister, especially towards your group. He's being polite. You imagine in his larger works and his other things he does in life, maybe he does some horrible things. I mean, anybody who was like crossing paths with Stardust, in a position to then get murdered, maybe in the nefarious things one way or the other. But otherwise, seems to have no ill intent towards you or your friends. The only thing that catches you a little, oh no,
Oh no.
Am I
the
gone
only thing
again?
that catches you a little off is that like it doesn't seem worried about the earlier talks of like impending world-ending doom. In a vibe of like doesn't care.
He got laid.
It's, so there's that. That's the only thing that's kind of ticking a bell. That's off.
Okay.
Speaking
So
of,
I don't get overtly bad vibes from him.
No, he has no ill intent towards you or your group.
Just ones that I don't like.
Right. It's just
Speaking-
like they're guys that they're dudes that fuck who've gone past the party before. This is the first one that's like stuck around for more than just like a hey, how are you?
This guy.
So there's something about that that's vibing you a little off, but because it's usually a farmer who clearly has several wives traveling by with some melons, and it's
Sometimes you
essentially
just
the
don't like
cabbage cart
people.
guy, but gets laid.
My
Sometimes there's
cabbages.
just people you just don't like.
Cabbages.
Yeah,
You know?
sometimes you just
Vibe.
don't like people.
No,
Nothing wrong with them necessarily, but
Robbie's also kind of a bitch, so like,
Speaking of world impending doom, sure was gonna ask more details about that.
Fair. That's absolutely
as we
fair.
travel on the week, I assume I fill you in,
Yeah.
since you're planning to stick with us now.
Right.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, also, I should let you all know, I'm not exactly sure that this person is a good person.
I mean, he wants
Like,
to kill Stardust.
No, not him.
Oh.
The person that we were trying to resurrect. Remember? In
Oops.
Seton?
Oh yeah. Why are you saying that?
Just in the little bit of research I've done about them.
The diamond chick?
Yeah, the chick
that we're
that
getting
with
the
like
diamonds for.
that was dead,
Okay.
that we're getting the diamonds to resurrect.
Well,
Just to, like, keep you all in the loop. In the little bit of research I've done, there seem to be some conflicting ideas of who they were.
Is there anything
And
else?
it seems like they were either hailed as like this paragon of virtue, saved everything and, was this divine arbiter of healing and justice, or they were like a mass murderer who killed anything that wasn't an elf.
well,
In the negative parts, was there anything that, like, if we brought her back, she was the cause of what's gonna end the
That's-
world? Or
No,
is
there was just kind of like stories,
yes,
and there weren't really sources to
history.
check,
they're all dead.
There are more libraries to come across. We can see.
Exactly. So, to let you all know.
Cool.
Interesting.
Well, more diamonds for us.
Yeah, at least we're killing Stardust anyway.
Yeah, and if we do bring whoever this person is back, and they turn out to be a dick, and try to end the world, bonk.
Well, they're supposed to be like. I've seen the sword that they used. Not that like, you know, without it, maybe they're not necessarily as powerful. But like, that sword specifically is pretty nasty. And someone who has a sword like that doesn't just come upon it because, they will it. Generally, they have the ability to take it. So Sonari, just, next time we're in a library.
Absolutely. I have some books I need to get rid of anyways. So we can check them out.
Hmm.
Another time when we're just traveling, I'd like to pull up to Sonari, just like beside her, and just so how are you doing with
In
everything?
general,
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I haven't really checked in with you since uh we told you, well, till you found out, and since
Yeah.
we found out Ingram was there.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a shitty uncle anyways, but you know, I I get it. You hear that, you're not gonna want to fess up to it immediately. That's a little.
I'm sorry we didn't tell you earlier. I had planned on telling you before we got to the city, and literally just slipped my mind.
Yeah. Before I forget, or not forget, I've been wondering if I should say this for a while, but Ingram has told me when I did talk to him, he did say that he plans on some kind of revenge. If he comes across you guys again. If he does, I think he's planning something, so I'd be worried about that.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
not sure what. He was very vague, but it's his style.
We'll keep an eye out then.
If it has any luck with me, I'm not going to see him for another couple years, so you're probably fine.
Alright. Thanks for, like, not, killing us.
Yeah, no.
Because that kind of is like would almost, like, maybe be a reasonable response to that.
Almost.
Depending on, who it is, right?
Yeah. Lucian dying kind of
Yeah.
made it feel like I didn't need to do anything else. So. I'm not going to say I was forgiven, but we're good. We're square.
Right. Well, I still think I owe you something. So, a favor.
Favor. Okay.
I reach all the way over on my horse. Try not to
Cross the horses.
turn aggro into her horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You named your horse
I'm
Aggro?
happy.
Is that something Shiro says or something Umbra says?
Umbra.
Yeah.
Cute.
Shadow of the Colossus?
What? No. How? What? What would make you say that? Yes. Shadow of the Colossus.
Nice.
A handshake is taken.
All right.
Favor exchanged. Keep going.
Doran kind of catches up to the group. Lets Charlie kind of hang back. He kind of does what Charlie goes, I'm going to try to make friends with one of your friends. And
Okay.
kind of hustles and catches up to the front of the group. Pulls up next to Sonari. Your friend likes pranks, it seems.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're big on pranks.
They, the fart horse was... I think I like the
Kinda funny.
concept better than the execution. Let's see. How do you how do you feel about birds laughing?
I fucking hate birds, but yeah. Why?
Nice. Kind of points up in the sky at that one and goes, "Hey bird, fuck you!" And you see the bird just like turn over and fall out of the sky.
Oh my god.
And like it kind of lands in a bush, and you see this bird just like as you all like ride by and being like,
Fuck.
That's horrendous.
fuck?
That's some
That last.
nightmare
Oh my god.
I didn't know that's what it would sound like when it laughs, but yeah, fuck you, bird.
Terrifying. Is it gonna come out of that soon?
Yeah, that's for like a
Someone else
minute.
gonna pass by and see that shit? Okay.
No, it only
That'd
lasts
be
for like
funny.
a minute.
It'd be kind of funny.
Traumatize any-
I mean, if I put it in
Traumatized.
if I put it in a cage and cast it on it for like half a year, like every day, like
Whew.
a couple times a day, then it would probably last forever. But that sounds horrible.
That sounds like cruelty a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's
so
that's
yeah.
crossing a
war
line.
crime.
That's not a prank anymore.
No.
That's a
Charlie,
bird.
Charlie passes
bird.
cackling bird in a bush.
What the fuck? Fuck you, bird.
Right? Fuck birds.
Fuck this bird.
We're an anti-bird party. I love
Y'all are
this for
crazy.
us.
Don't fuck birds.
Shiro and I just look at each other, just like these guys.
Ever
These guys
since a
crazy.
bird almost killed me, I've just fuck birds, you know?
Oh yeah, that one.
What? What?
All you gotta know is a bird killed me.
Yep. Bird
Almost killed me. That's it. So,
So confused.
where's Shiro?
He does one of those like goes for a high five kind of deals.
I will not leave him hanging.
Not that you want to high five him, but
It's
Right.
a little
I don't want to
mean.
leave him hanging.
Right.
Feels wrong.
Shiro.
Absolutely.
Now that they're distracted, Shiro's gonna slow down a bit and just like lean down for a fist bump from Charlie.
Oh,
Nice.
Thanks.
Kind of hangs back. See, that's what you do. Use powerful magics that are meant for defensive purposes, and use them on small, helpless animals flying by. It's hilarious.
it can be. But I do.
Saying
What?
that privately to Charlie behind the rest of the group.
Okay. Oh, Charlie would. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty funny.
It's one of the ones I had memorized when I was killed. So.
It's good.
One
Fuck birds.
of Stardust's lieutenants took a 20-foot drop because of that spell.
Oh, really? How do you know Stardust?
Oh, I went to go pass through her territory and pick up some gems I needed for an enchantment I was trying to complete. She's kind of in charge of what stones move in and out of some of the mines in there. She has quite a bit of territory, actually. So I had no access to emeralds from anywhere. And every dealer, every jeweler, everyone in the area was out of emeralds. And she had all of them. She had
Yeah, that's
complete monopoly
sounds
on
like
emeralds.
Stardust.
Emeralds, diamonds, moonstones, garnets, I believe, were in her territory as well. A lot of stones. Emeralds were what I was there for, though. I had this cloak I was working on, and would have been very helpful to get around unseen, but well. Anyways, I refused her terms and asked to make fair payment, and spoke out of turn, and she decided I should die. And eventually I did.
Yeah, once she gets it in her head that someone's gonna die, it happens.
That lieutenant laughed for a good 40 feet, and kept laughing at the bottom.
It's pretty good.
I found the crunch hilarious. But then I later experienced the crunch. So
A lot of those guys that work for her aren't too bad, actually. Some of them can actually be pretty decent people. But
I got the vibe a few of them were pretty into what was happening, but a few were...
oh no, yeah, some of them are absolutely fucked up.
Yeah, a few were
But-
just on the payroll,
Yeah.
not able to get themselves out, I'm sure. But,
Yeah, once you get in, it's not, you leave and Stardust is, well, gonna do what Stardust did to you.
I wasn't I wasn't fully expecting a fight when I went in. Also, the initial vibe that I had gotten from people who dealt with her was that she was just a harsh merchant, criminal underbelly kind of things, but nothing, not like speak out of turn, get murdered. So I didn't exactly prepare my best list for.
She'll kill you if you look at her funny. I've seen that happen.
That's what I kind of like rubs part of his chest. Is like, that's what I experienced as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
She killed my dog.
Oh. Yeah, I've seen that happen before. Did not need to have those memories resurface. Wow, okay.
It's like I mean, it was like a spirit dog, but it's awkward because I can't cast it again. I don't have the components I need.
Oh, I've seen her kill real dogs.
Oh, yeah, that's bad too.
Yeah,
it's more of like a phase spirit thing that I can summon.
Oh, that's neat.
But yes. Well, I'm certainly in the mood for some afternoon delight. Let's make a. Well, we don't really need to stop to make a camp as of yet, but we'll keep an eye out. You all continue traveling there without any other kind of issues popping up. There is a few weeks of. Well, that's mostly up to Charlie. How long has Charlie invested smegdually with this individual? Is this
for as long as he's here.
For as long as he's here.
I'm gonna put my book back.
Right.
Gross.
So now I will be like, I need that book back. So you're not. This is the stay.
Was that scenario like, you two are gonna keep hooking up till I get my book back?
I'm kidding. You can
I
leave
don't
whenever
care
you
how
need
toxic this marriage is.
Yeah.
I'm getting my book back before you two split up. But you all do make it over to Athol, the familiar walls. Athol is that dwarven border city that you all left from, heading up into the dungeon and then down to the coast. It is the last dwarven city, or dwarven kingdom city, before you get more into the sort of mixed in human lands southward of that.
Cool.
It's where Sonari's tower is.
Yeah.
Sonari, you have something to add?
Did Charlie? I don't think that they did, but did Charlie mention the dream at all, or the vision?
Good question. Charlie?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I will not care about Athol then.
Good place to stop in. There's research and things available. Doran in particular, as you all make your approach, sees the tower that's for like research and wizards and things, and it's just like, oh, thank goodness. I know where I'm going. Are you all?
I'm heading there.
Excellent.
I'm going to go get baking supplies.
I'm not really a book person. I think I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna go try and find, what's his face? My not dad. What's his name again?
I'm going straight to Luna.
Dan.
No, it wasn't. It was.
Oh
Man.
I wrote
Oh.
it down.
Okay.
Have we checked on him ever?
No one,
Well,
no one
he's-
has cried on him already.
We have scrying. we have
have
the
it.
ability.
Nobody's chosen.
Just-
It was on my
Scry
list
at
of
will.
people, but we didn't get there. There were other people I wanted
Right.
to scry.
Oh, it was
to.
Bossman.
Right?
Mm.
Bossman.
Yeah.
Bossman.
Yeah, I'll
I
go
got
look for
as right as
Bossman.
you did.
Sure. All right. Charlie's heading towards Adventurers Guild. Shiro is getting baking supplies. Ravi, what are you up to?
I'll check the market, see if there's anything interesting.
Sure.
Cool.
We will start with Ravi. Ravi going into the market. There's. Is there something in particular you're looking for?
Just like anything magical, pretty
Gotcha.
much.
there's yes, there's a singular large cart. You're used to seeing several small carts, but it seems like there's one other kind of cart. Umbra, if you could find a different outlet for that, that'd be great. So there's an older male halfling who's kind of like sitting up. Seems to have a nice sized scar across the face and down the neck, which you can kind of see kind of continues onto the corresponding arm, which is sort of up in a sling, and sees you approaching, and he's like, "Hey, you're an adventurer."
Yes.
Well, what do you need? Anything in particular? Or are you browsing?
Well, I was looking for magical items of any kind.
Any kind? Or are you looking to your personal amusement, or are you looking for effectiveness?
Well, I mean, do you have like a taste test?
What?
Can I see what you have?
I have a lot of things. What's your price range we're looking at? Because I've got some things.
Oh shit, I don't have any money. I'm so sorry. I forgot that I had all of my money
literally
taken.
no money, or you have little
Well, not literally no money, but like
I've known
50 gold.
adventurers that walk up with 5,000 gold pieces and say, "Oh, I'm so poor right now."
No, I have like 50 gold.
I've got something for 50 gold. Reaches down with his one of his arm, pulls up a pair of pipes, thinks about 50 gold, puts one of them away. This is fun. Plugs the pipe in. As he puffs and blows out the smoke, you see the smoke form into like nasty monsters, reform into like a terrifying dragon, and like take various shapes. And he's just like, "Pipe will make any kind of smoke monster you want. Great for entertaining kids, telling stories. Just generally for effect when you're trying to convince people of doing things."
I'm alright, thank you.
Tastes a bit like sage and mint also.
I don't like things in my lungs. It feels uncomfortable for me.
It's magic. It's not real stuff.
But it's still like, it's got
Not the aesthetic you're going for.
that too.
Fair enough. Puts that down.
Thank you. Thank you, there.
Well,
I'll
you
be
have
sure to-
somebody with some more money, something in the realm of 10,000 gold pieces. I have a wand of binding, which is excellent for combat scenarios.
Will you be here later today?
I will be. I don't know if my things will be. Depends on sales.
Okay. Well, I'll come back if I find the money, because that sounds fun and interesting.
If you go from 50 to 10,000 gold pieces in the next few hours, you make sure to make it back here.
I will.
Good on you. And if you're looking for more trinkets kind of thing,
No, I was looking for full-on magic items, but forgot that I have only 50 gold.
Well, that's what is around.
Yep.
Fair enough. Sonari, you and Doran are approaching the tower. Doran sort of leans over, gets his like tunic kind of rearranged and set a little more formally, and kind of squares his shoulders. Oh, it's been a while since I've talked to other wizards. Do you know, is there anybody named, have you heard of anyone named, Delu?
That's Kadu. Who do I know?
Delu?
Person?
Probably not. Make a history check.
Yeah. Terrible, and I have 17.
So you've heard of Delu. Delu is a female human on the younger side for a wizard of her experience. Deals more with like the enchanting of items. She's stopped by a couple times. You've just seen her kind of in passing. thin woman, short blonde hair, a little bit of curl to it. Not super personable, only prefers to like just talk business with people.
Okay.
It's like, you know, if she stays here much.
In the area? Yeah.
Right. Are we likely to
Just
bump
come
into her?
by. But possibly to stop by the tower a few times.
But she doesn't reside here.
No. No.
Okay. She was my contact who directed me over towards Stardust for resources, so I was hoping she's not.
Oh.
That'd be an awkward position to be in.
Oh yeah. No. Not terribly likely. We'll see her around, but
All right.
we'll see.
Sounds good. Let's hit him.
Hello.
He heads in. You see him go to like chat with some people. He is no funds. He has literally no coin.
Right. Yeah.
And he strikes up a chat with some people, and you see him making some deals and all that kind of stuff. The fact that he has a spell book to work off of, it seems to be helping him out a little bit.
Can I gather what he's trying to do?
Yeah, it looks like he is trying to secure just the opportunity, whatever he has to do, to get what he needs to rebuild his spellbook,
Okay.
and then start working on getting himself geared up back to how he was. And then maybe if he pulls off a big enough favor, getting another clone going. It seems to be his combination of motivations.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
What is Sonari trying to accomplish in the tower?
If Luna is available, would like to try to talk to her whenever she can. But yeah.
Walking around, you don't see her at first. You just feel her grab you, and kind of pull you into a hug. And it's
Oh my god.
You alive, crazy lady.
Yeah, we left and I completely forgot to let you know that I lived and that we didn't even try to fight the thing. I'm so sorry.
I'm glad you didn't. Made it. You've returned alive, which is what I can say for most of those.
Yeah.
Poor lads.
Did you hear? Has anyone managed to slay the beholder or?
It sounds like they were not successful in slaying the beholder. A few returned with some treasure and said they had slayed its minions. But it was apparently not in its lair. And so it was difficult to track down. They had to spread out to do so, and thus the parties that found it were ill-prepared to leave successfully.
Bossman, you know if he came back? Oh, we had a run-in with him a couple times.
Bosman, yes, I believe he did return.
Okay. Thank God, I have a friend.
Well,
Sorry, I should have muted myself.
He's, it sounds like he's going to be attempting a career change, due to some injuries. So,
oh, that's a shame.
It's part of the line of work that I encourage you to abandon, at all times, every time I get a chance.
Maybe if he asks a couple times. I got that Rofield spear for you back. I got you another one.
Yes, excellent.
Yeah.
Takes that from you.
And I'll hand that off. So
it's a enchanting shore, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's when I was younger.
Haunting.
When I was much younger, I spent the night on the marbles, in the moonlight.
Yeah.
Were you with somebody?
I'm not telling you that, and you
Okay.
knew I wouldn't when you asked.
Yes.
Hussy. As she kind of giggles and takes you up to her study to put the marble away. Oh. Is there anything else I can do for you, or...
I have more research to be doing, but no, you just want to have some tea?
Absolutely.
We have the time.
I do have
Yeah.
tea time.
I did. Oh, hold on. I'm so sorry. I ran into Ingram. He's
Oh,
doing his thing. Yeah.
excellent.
Um,
Did he give you the pearls and things that we needed?
did I get anything other than the axe?
He did not actually hand off any
Yeah.
pearl stuff to you. He said he would
Yeah.
be stopping by to
Okay, yeah.
deliver it.
No, he kept it with. He actually just gave me an axe. And said he would be dropping. I saw the pearls and everything. At least I know that they're there, and he said he'd be dropping by.
Oh, okay. He's just held up in whatever business he's doing.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, we've got a bit of a backlog on identifications and things. Not everyone can. The more people we can get doing it, the quicker everyone's identifications go through, and the quicker we
Right.
can get
Yeah.
back to
I know
research.
what that is.
Well, it's time for that tea.
Absolutely.
I
I don't have anything else to bring
cross-pollinated.
up.
I cross-pollinated a lavender and a mint somehow. I don't know
Ooh.
how it happened, but it's right here.
Rona also
It
doesn't
was
know how that
completely
happened.
up to skill. I am very impressed.
I
Thank you.
used
No,
magic.
that makes sense. That
Right.
makes sense. Yeah.
She goes to a plant on the
really shouldn't have
windowsill,
done that.
pulls a couple leaves, gestures at them, and they go dry immediately. Grinds them up and brews a tea.
I really should have taken up magic instead, huh?
I would be so happy if you were just a researcher of magic. Charlie, you make it to the adventurer's hall, essentially. You get in, you kind of burst in the door expecting the lively atmosphere that you have experienced at these kind of places before. And there are near crickets, as there's only a few people in here. The back of the head of one you sort of recognize as Bosman, not your dad. Back to the door, kind of looks like head kind of hanging a little bit low over at one of the booths on one of the corners.
Wanna go train?
Head kind of
I'm back.
head perks up a little inebriated and turns to say, "Oh shit, it's Charlie. Hey kid, look at you." You see him gesture to with an arm that's mostly missing.
Look at you.
Yeah, I made it back alive, which is more than most of them did.
Fuck.
Yeah, we got through there were all these like kobolds down there. And
Yeah.
then we killed them, most of them. Some of them ran. I made sure the guys didn't kill the eggs and the kids. That's important. You teach them that if they run, they're fine, and they take their kids and they go make a new spot, and that's what they do. And then we got in there and we were bagged up most of the gold, and left. And then, but we still needed to kill the thing, so we all spread out and we all looked around and people were supposed to blow their whistle if they found it, and we heard a whistle, and we ran over there, and then most of them died. And then I lost my arm, and I left. Arendil. I called him Aaron. He grabbed me and did a magic portal thingy, and I was like pretty far away. And then he ran back, and I saw him. And I saw him turn into dust. And then I think Steve got it with an arrow finally, and it went down. And then two of the other guys jumped it and like started hacking and stuff. And then we had already split up the coin, and there wasn't anything to like pull off the bodies of the other people because they were, they're dust now, and they're dust now.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's part of the job. Yeah, it's part of the job.
There was like an arm merchant here. I had arms, but I had a dragon guy steal them. Well, not I stole, and he took them because I stole.
That makes
But
sense.
there was a limb merchant here.
Yeah, that would have been forward thinking. I guess I'll track that guy down. Maybe if that works pretty good, then I could probably get back to my sword and shield stuff. Right now, I'm trying to get this hand working as well as the other. It's gonna take a minute. But hey,
Hey.
did you get laid?
Yeah.
I could tell. I could tell
Do
you
I-
got that
do I-
look. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, you haven't bathed yet, so I can also tell.
Yeah.
So
I should probably
There's that.
bathe.
yeah, I think they have some of that nearby. Yeah, there's places to do that. I hope they're
Yeah.
being nice and stuff. Don't take no shit.
Yeah, I won't. He made a bird like fall out of the sky laughing just by yelling "fuck you, bird," and that was pretty cool.
That's kind of scary. I can't do that. Oh wait, no, I know a guy that could do that. He plays like a guitar, and then he's like "fuck you," and then people are like "ah," and they bleed out of their nose and fall over.
I think the bird was just like laughing,
I'm
not like
not sure how
ah.
the bird would have gotten the joke, but I'm confused.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck birds.
fuck birds, man.
Why don't I buy you a drink?
Shh,
What?
shh. There's a kenku that works in the back. We shouldn't yell "fuck you, birds."
Oh. Oh yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Why don't I buy you a drink?
That's necessary.
No,
What? What'd I say?
you said that's not necessary.
No, I said that's necessary.
Oh, it is necessary. I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah.
Drinks. I'm gonna get a drink for him, and I'm gonna get a drink or four for me.
Drinks are brought over. Kind of
Alcoholism.
sits up a little bit. He's like, "Look, I know what I'm like. I know what I seem like right now. But you gotta understand, like, it's not that easy to watch a bunch of, like, adventurers, kids, some of them, just get wiped out for no reason. Really.
No,
when
yeah,
you think about it, like, there's just some monster in the woods. And if the monster wasn't in the woods, then these kids wouldn't get turned to dust and they'd live their lives. They'd probably go have, like, I don't know, kids or farm or something. So,
Yeah, it can get pretty messed up.
it's rough.
It's rough. I'd offer you some like alcohol that makes you happy, but that was taken from me because I stole things.
Yeah, you gotta not steal stuff if there's people around that are gonna punish you for stealing stuff.
Well, I was doing it for a good cause.
Well, that's a lot of things are for a good cause. That's no excuse. What?
It's fair. What?
I don't know that made sense. I'm sorry. I'm usually got more words of wisdom here, but I've had a rough couple of weeks.
Yes, that's why I got you a drink.
You know, there's like 3 guys went missing with like a lot of gold, and we don't know really for sure if they like got away with a lot of gold, or if they got dusted with a lot of gold. So there's that. A couple of the other guys that made it out were like, "Hey, we should see if they're around and stuff." And I'm like, there was like a 3-headed troll thing, and like I saw like this like horse with like a scorpion tail that just screamed at things. And I was like, let's just not. We don't have to. Like those things, they'll wander around probably for a while, and you know if they didn't mutate with good digestive systems, they'll just fall over dead at some point. We can move on with our lives. It's fine. Until they like jump somebody that's pay for us to jump them back.
That's fair. I need to go find my friends again, but I just want to make sure you were like alive and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll figure it out. You know,
Okay.
I've changed careers a couple times. This is just number 4. Time to learn how to use a one-handed stabby tool or something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll come back and buy you some more drinks sometime.
There you go. Good on ya.
That was weird. I say as I like
Yeah.
walk away from
Your mentor is having a rough time.
Yeah.
Good dozen something adventurers got destroyed under his leadership. He's having a rough time about it. Shiro,
Yes,
you
I definitely wasn't half asleep.
right.
No, it's just I have my sleeping playlist on because it's also good adventuring music for some reason.
that sounds like I don't know how well that would work out.
It's Beneath the Mask from Persona 5.
Where'd it go? Gotta find stuff. A better organization system. Yeah, you find a little store. It looks like it's been more recently opened. It's just Lanla's Supplies. And there seems you looking in from the window, you can see sacks of flour and things.
I'm gonna go in.
Coming on in. There's a male dwarf there working the counter, and it just looks over at you and he goes, "Hello. What are your needs and adventure requires?"
Some baking supplies actually.
Excellent. Did you lose your old utensils and things, or do you just need raw ingredients?
No, what? Just the ingredients.
Interesting.
I have my. Just restocking.
Nothing spoiled on the road? You're looking for just replenishing what you've used.
Just replenishing what I've used.
Interesting. And you don't require any additional cookware that's worn down or been lost in the woods whatsoever.
Not that I know of. Why do you ask?
No reason. Leans
Can I
back.
insight check
Pulls-
this guy?
Yeah, go for it.
There's a pot thief.
Did you call him a pot thief?
No, I didn't say they were. I just said there
There's a
is.
hot thief foot.
What type of pot? 18 plus 1, I think. Yes, 19.
They are weirdly suspicious of you for no perceptible reason that you can gather. This is not a normal interaction for, like, a shopkeep and a prospective customer. It's usually, give me your coin, here's the things you need.
Why are you so suspicious of me, bro?
Why? Is there something suspicious that you've done that someone should suspect you of?
No, it's more that you are being incredibly suspicious and dodgy. Is there anything suspicious that you've done?
No, I'm a store clerk. What do you usually...
I'm sorry, this interaction is so weird.
Kind of like eyes you and grabs a bag of flour and some like there's a like a dry butter product that you can use to like on the road, keeps a little better, and some like fresher butter and
Yeah.
everything you need to like get working on the road.
Yeah.
You should
How
find
much?
these to your liking. A gold will supply you for a month.
Alright. Sounds good. I'm down to 24.
Nice.
Why was that math so hard?
Slides over the materials, takes the gold, and keeps a close eye on you as you get it into your bag. Where are you coming from?
The south.
As far as the Elven lands.
Yes.
Interesting. Even though the Elven lands are southwest of here. There's a slight cock to the edge of his mouth like he's caught you in something.
Which is still south.
Technically.
I'm gonna go.
Of course. Kind of leans back in his stool, watching as you exit and shut the door, and you can see him still watching you as you pass by the window.
I'm gonna like walk past the window, wait 10 seconds, then jump out just to see if he's still watching.
He's still staring. And his head cocks like, I caught you.
I caught you!
Just staring.
Hero's gonna go to the Adventurers Guild.
Tavern kind of thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlie, what's your next stop?
I'm just walking around.
Gotcha.
So weird.
Trying really hard not to, staring longingly at people's pockets.
Gotcha. Make a perception check for me.
14.
Okay. You wander around for a little while. There's random people selling a couple of individual, like bad magic items essentially. There's like a whip that makes a croak, like a toad when it snaps instead of the normal whip crack. Somebody's got a crossbow, like a hand crossbow that they say when it kills someone it polymorphs them into a rat. And they're sort of like just a random assortment of people trying to hawk useless items.
Whoa, I wouldn't call these useless.
There's a
Anything weird.
there is a jingle of some chains that you catch from the northern wall of the city.
I'm gonna go check it out.
There's like a guard station nearby. They one eventually kind of sees your approach. It's kind of eyes you as you enter the area, and then starts to follow you.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
You eventually find right next to this guard station there's the source of like the jingle of chains, but they don't sound quite like normal chains. Seem just like heftier and thicker, and it's clearly coming from the outside of the wall.
I'm gonna kick some dirt at him.
You have to get on the other side of the wall. There's a ladder to climb the wall, but a guard kind of nods over to you like, "Can I help you with something?"
Is that the ogre, the Orkin? Orkin?
There's an ogre.
I came to kick some dirt at him. I heard that's fun.
Some people do that, yes.
I just want to I want to feel the macho power of taunting an ogre.
This halfling.
I'll pay you.
This halfling who wants to kick dirt at an ogre. Yeah, make a deception check. Unless it's a persuasion check, I guess.
Oh, that's cocked. Deception or persuasion?
That's up to you. Which is it?
I mean, I offered him coin. but I don't want to go kick dirt at him. I'll do
Gotcha.
deception.
Deception.
Okay.
Yeah.
17.
It's pretty good. So sort of like, all right, the captain's elsewhere for the moment, so come on. Climbs the ladder, and then there's a corresponding ladder on the other side of the wall to come down. And there's a large lurking ogre. Is somewhat strangely for an ogre, from what you've heard, is not chilling in a loincloth or anything. Has like a tailored set of clothes for his very large form. Still lots of empty area at like the knees and arms for keep freedom of movement, which isn't that relevant now as he's, fully chained up. And he kind of looks over as you approach with the guard. He's like, "What's all this then?"
I get like stage fright. Could I have like just a moment?
The guard's like,
Like I don't want you guys watching me taunt this thing.
Go ahead and make this would be a persuasion check.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That'd be a 19.
It's like, goes up. Hey, let the little one have their moment, all right? Like the two on top of the wall kind of nod and like just like drape their feet over the other side so that they're not looking, and he's just like, all right. Steps away, kind of turns their back to you.
I'm gonna just like point out the Moonweaver thing on my bow. Just look at him.
Yeah, squints for a second. Kind of like gives you a little like. I don't know what that means. What?
I'm here to help. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Oh.
Yeah. Just play along. And then I'm just gonna go, "Fuck you, ogre!" And I'm gonna kick some dirt the other way as I go like look at the chains.
You'll look. Make an investigation check for the chains.
19?
19.
20. Modified 20.
Yes. You can tell there are two separate locks that are the main issue at hand. There's one that would free the ogre's arms, allowing them to actually like do something about their situation. And the other are the lock attached to the chains that keep them planted here on this side of the wall. So you could free their ability for moving arms, or you could free their ability to like get up and run, or you could do both.
Yeah, I'll try for the arms first.
Got it.
No, I'll try for the legs first, and then as I'm like trying to unlock it, I'll just yell like, "Who's small now? Who's small now?" As I'm just trying to like.
Go ahead and do your thieves' tools check. I can't express enough how I love how you didn't ask anyone for help in this.
26.
Oh shit. And then another deception check to maintain this ruse on these three guards.
With advantage because that was freaking good.
Yes.
Oh, it was 21, so it didn't really matter anyway.
Right.
But yeah, 21.
21, yeah. Wow. Inexplicably, this has worked so far. The ogre kind of like looks at you and is like kind of angles the wrists towards you.
Pretend you're sad, like I'm hurting your feelings.
Oh, you small but mighty halfling person.
Yeah, that's right. Be afraid and.
I am a proud, educated figure, respected in my community, but I am degraded by your Nefariousness. Curse you.
Do gonna like kick dirt backwards with my other foot.
Right.
So I'm like,
My God.
okay, thieves' tools. 16?
16?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, you managed to just barely get the this lock was made for heft, not for unpickability, and sure enough,
Like, get your hand in and, like,
right, yeah,
get the pins.
you can actually get. They're like, oh, I can't get this pin down. You actually put a finger in and push it, chink, unlocks, and my inability to roll above a 5 in this whole situation is now unchained, still sitting there at the wall, like there's guards around. Kinda whispers down and goes, "Thank you, I guess. I mean, I'm still screwed if they come after me."
Is that a fire? And I'm gonna like book over there, and I'm gonna just go. And I'm gonna run to like, do you see smoke? I smell burnt toast, and I'm gonna like hit the deck.
And then you hit the ground.
Isn't
I
the
smell
sign
Yeah,
burnt toast.
like
And
I'm
then-
gonna run like in front of the guy so that like he's still looking that other way.
isn't the sign of a stroke?
Yep.
That's why they dropped to the ground.
Probably what they're going for. Yeah.
Charlie doesn't know medical things.
Wow. Okay, so I rolled for the ogre's stealth check. And rolled a
Natural 20.
natural
Aw.
19.
Ooh.
And then I thought I'd roll for the guard's perception check, and a natural 2.
I did it!
The dice
Hell yeah.
hath spoken that this is to succeed. You kind of like lay on the ground and you watch a very artful stealth into the woods where the ogre knew to like hold the chains until they got to the actual woods and then drop them, and they give you kind of one of those like salutes to you. Not clear to them at all why this is happening, but then books it into the woods.
The Moonweaver wills it.
The Moonweaver wills it. You see almost like a little sparkle as they enter the darkness of the woods.
Side quest
And this-
completed.
This guard is like, "Hey, what? Are you all right? Oh no. Potion. Who has a potion?" They're like, "My God, where's the ogre?" When they look
I
back,
think he bought me on the head. I think I may have a commotion.
A Caucasian.
wow. Yeah, one more deception check to get yourself out of this.
You're muted, Chris. If so, you know.
Oh.
23.
That's
Oh my
incredible.
god.
They pick you up and they're like, "All right, well, I don't think you need a potion. You just need to go have a sit down somewhere." Oh God. One of the other guards rushes up, like, "What do we do?" It's like, "Don't ring the bells. Get my God, who's on staff today? Go get Heron and go get Tiny. I don't know his real name. Have them meet us. We'll track it down." They're like, "All right." I just look down at you like, "Are you sure you're all right? You okay to walk?"
Okie dokie, artichoke.
I don't know what that means, but okay, come on. And they help you up the ladder and down the other side and have you scoot along as one of them like runs down, and a minute later you see 2 or 3 other guards like rushing past as they like gear up with like longbows and stuff and seem to be wanting to go track down the ogre. But you pause for a moment. Nobody's after you.
Side mission completed.
Well, side objective completed. One of 3.
Side mission completed.
Does it count if they get recaptured?
That's a good
Who
question.
knows? for the Moonweaver to
Or check.
decide.
You did your job.
Right?
I did my part.
Not my problem.
SEP.
As,
Somebody else's problem.
As Jesus said unto Paul, not my problem. Little scripture
Right
joke
before he
for
died, and like,
you. No, somebody walking up and being like, I have a disease! Not my problem! And, you know, it's the American.
oh man, it's too bad you don't have insurance.
What?
Right.
Otherwise, I could heal you then.
Then perish.
Do you have your deductible? I don't know what that is. Not my problem.
Was that just in the city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's on like the outskirts of the city.
Yeah.
Sonari, you finish your tea. As you're coming down, you do see Doran with it looks sitting at a desk with a couple of inkwells and inkwell, and like a large tome next to the one Ingram's that you gave him, and he is studiously working on it, but is aware enough to see you walking down. And,
Okay. Hey.
hello.
Everything going okay? Oh.
Yeah, fine. It's kind of taps the spellbook. It's an hour per level of the spell. There's approximately there's 3 or 4 fourth level I'd like to do, which is going to be the next couple of days or week for those, and then I'll work down to the 3rd level and the 2nd level and the 1st level ones that I need. So it'll be here for a couple of weeks, writing in a book.
Yeah, I've had those weeks. Do you want to find me? I'm going out to meet up with the rest of them again.
I'm gonna try to get one of these spells done, and then I'm going to
Fair.
probably pack up and take some on the road. I've signed up for some work they need done to sort of pay off my debt of ink and paper.
Fair. Good plan.
Well,
Good luck.
it's definitely a plan. It's the only one I've got at
Yeah.
the moment. So I'm gonna have to pay back a good 6,000 gold worth of ink. So it's gonna
Ooh,
be
that's
a
rough.
bit. But
That's a
Yeah.
lot of ink.
don't wait for me though. You will do whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
and it sounds like you and I will be compatriots of this order when next see you.
Probably, yeah. It'd be good to see you around. See ya.
It's the weird man.
Charlie, take care of them.
Mhm.
I'd like to see them again, and not just for what I assume you could overhear over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Not just for that. They're nice to have around.
Yeah. They're kind of fun.
I think if they can temper some of those pranks a little bit, think ahead slightly to what's going to happen, I think they'll be
Better at pranks?
better at pranks. It'll be less of a torturous chaos and more of a pleasant revelry. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping I see them before they leave town with the rest of you.
Oh god. Oh
They
god.
mentioned a
likely.
girlfriend down south.
I've heard very little of her, but yeah. They
There's
mentioned that to you, though.
That came up.
Okay.
I should probably talk to Charlie about that subject, though.
Yeah, it sounds maybe like
Well,
a YouTube.
I'll probably around a little past sundown. I'll be hopefully stopping by the Adventurers Guild and checking in, see if there's some side coin I can make in the area.
Yeah, I'll probably be back at the tower multiple times if I cross your path again. Say hi.
Good day to you.
Okay. Before I leave, I kind of want to. Oh, I can't just trade it books. Well, actually, could I trade my 2 of my books out for like 2 random books?
Absolutely.
I will do that. Currently, I'll give you back. Oh, that one's cute though. Oh well, Beasts and Abominations, Slow Mountain Forest, and the Equestrian Preferences of Nobles. I think I'm gonna finally let that one go.
Gotcha. I am looking for a thing. There we go. Okay. If you're looking for random books, there is someone who will hand out like random studies to people.
Nice. Cool.
Barry is sort of an archivist over here who keeps track of just random things for people that don't have a particular path of study to go into. And he's like, all right, here you go. This is the Fiendish Incunabulum of Focetho.
Focetho?
Focetho.
Okay.
Cool. Check this out. Open it.
Just carefully open that.
You go to open it. It doesn't open.
Oh.
There's no lock on it. But the pages won't separate.
I brush the spine. Sorry, what do I do with this?
You tell it. Gaze into fire.
Gaze.
If we
into
try
fire.
not to burn gaze here.
I was just about that. I was like, I'm
A little too real for us.
Yeah. Not what I was going for, but I see where it went. You say gaze into fire.
Into the fire.
As in to stare into.
Yeah.
The pages separate, and the entire book is written in these like flaming runes. This almost like animated text. And you feel like you read and you feel like the words that are coming almost shift, and it's a bit of a mind fuck as you're trying to like read it, and you're used to speed reading a little, and you can't. Yeah. You have to like go like a couple 1 or 2 words at a time, because then the coming words they don't process because of how they kind of flicker on the page.
Nice.
And Focetho, it seems, was a demon of some kind, trading in secrets. And this is like you get very random history bits with the story of this demon that like made its way throughout the material plane and made deals with random people, and then apparently recorded their exploits in some sort of weird shifting tome.
This one's going to be really fun to get through.
You think that's nice?
All right.
Is it possible to get through it?
I'll fucking try.
Jump into it.
Knowledge.
He's like, this also might help. Pulls out like a relatively standard looking research tome. This is Seeley's Codex of Demons and Fiends. It's pretty large, pretty comprehensive codex of demons, fiends, and related monstrosities. So anything you need to know about demons and devils, crack that open, take a look.
Well, thank you so much. That'll actually probably really come in handy at some point.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Well, good on you.
Thanks. Oh god, I'm happy.
You find basically the whole crew kind of wandering around over towards the Adventurers Guild at a certain point here.
Cool.
Shiro looking very confused. Had a very strange interaction a little bit ago. The rest.
Hey.
You look shook.
Yeah, I just had the weirdest interaction with a merchant.
Which one?
Newer place sells baking supplies. He was super suspicious of me for no reason.
Shiro and Sonari make perception checks.
I was gonna say, I was like, is it a half orc thing? But perception.
Pardon me while I check my runes just to see if I get advantage, because I might.
22.
Nice. It's only 3 runes to check. I think there's a perception advantage.
No, but one of them gives me advantage on insight, which...
Not happening.
I'm
So-
easy with it.
Yeah, I know, but it happened earlier.
Gotcha.
18 total.
Cool. You do, Sonari, you kind of look over Shiro's shoulder, and then Shiro kind of follows your gaze, as there is a dwarf man who is kind of hidden behind a corner, and then like tends to look nonchalant, leaning, and then but is still kind of eyeing over in your direction. It's apparently been tailing Shiro this whole time.
Oh my god. And
Why are you following me?
Just eyes kind of glare, and then like scoots away back behind the corner, walking away.
what did
Am I
you
there?
do?
I
I think we're all there right
Charlie
now.
and
Yeah.
Ravi have met up here too.
just
Do I?
bought supplies. I just bought some flour and butter. That's all I did.
Do I recognize him?
The dwarf?
Yeah.
Make a history check.
If I have to make that, then I probably don't. 9.
9? You do not.
Okay.
Yeah. Not tied to your backstory anyway, just a dwarf who runs
Okay.
Yeah,
Grog.
Shiro,
Not all dwarves look alike, Charlie.
Shiro said the bakery place was new. Would I know the person?
No,
Or
it's actually a relatively new store, so you wouldn't have
Okay.
any
Wasn't around.
connection on there.
That's really creepy. He
It
followed
is.
you out too.
Like, I'm just a baking lesbian.
We should definitely go back.
Go back.
Not
where?
today. I just want to check him. I want to talk to him at some point before we leave. That's really weird. I don't want him following us around the city if he comes around again. Yeah.
I mean, you could always give me that wand back.
Jesus, where did you
Scare
come
him
from?
How are you guys' past couple hours?
I kind of
Uh,
just wandered doing nothing. I
Boss.
realized I had no money, and
Oh fuck.
I got a Cubano, a couple stalls down. It was nice. That's how my day went.
You got a what?
It's a sandwich. It's a fancy sandwich. It gets flattened and
Bossman lost his arm, and is drinking away his sorrows.
Who?
My mentor.
oh, they're not dad.
They're
Mentor figure person.
I understand. I understand.
yeah. So he's not doing great. The Beholder's dead, and so are a lot of people in his party. And
Right.
there's like might be a ton of gold just sitting around in that forest there.
There was a beholder?
Oh yeah, we met him.
You what?
Yeah, we ran into it.
You're
on
not.
purpose.
Ran into on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then decided, after coming face to face with it, there was a terrible idea, and that we should probably leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, not one of our brightest moments.
No.
I blame Lucian.
You can't just blame the dead whenever you have a problem.
Lucian just pops in, just like
No,
Doctor Strange astral projects in.
Right.
Listen. We've all made our fair share of mistakes, but I feel like that one wasn't my fault.
Okay, I know how to figure this
It's
out.
not like we were trying to kill it.
Whose
for
idea
you
was
or
it to
anything.
fight the beholder?
It was a group.
Yes, but whose idea? Who brought up the idea first?
Okay, listen. I
No,
didn't
just
want to
let
go see
you go.
Stardust.
Ah, so you were avoiding your problems.
I'm good at it.
I can tell.
Yeah, thank you.
There's
It's not a compliment.
excuse me.
Hmm?
A guard approaches,
Oh fuck.
directing
Uh,
their conversation mostly to all of you, but mostly to Shiro. Um, what's all of your business here in the city?
Just passing through.
Archivist.
passing through.
Having consumption.
Should see a healer about that.
Tuberculosis
Um,
is a bitch.
I am Archivist Sonari Cold Shore. These are my companions. We are passing through, but I am from the city.
Good to know. Some citizens expressed concern that one or more of your party were acting suspiciously in the city, and that we should check you out. But if you are being accompanied by an archivist, I'm sure it's a no concern. In your judgment, everything's going fine and above board, I assume. So I'll.
Yeah.
leave
What
to it.
kind of suspicions
They
or
were
suspicious activity do you think?
they were
was
oddly
going on?
vague. Couldn't put their
Hmm.
finger on a specific. So just checking in and, you know,
Interesting.
you never know.
Seems
what could be
accurate.
happening. So,
I guess it could happen to anyone. Thank you for
of course.
checking in.
Let us know if you need anything, and give our best to your headmasters.
Of course.
Sure, yeah.
Out of curiosity, did I recognize in any way, shape, or form?
The guard,
No,
The
the
dwarf.
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 You cut out a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I was just like, I'm running through my mind, just like the
I-
only reason, like, I'm just an adventurer. Like, is this just racism?
It definitely
Could
it
be.
could be. It could be.
You mentioned that to like the group, and I guess you've got Snarry there if you wanted to test the theory. I guess.
Yeah. I honestly, it was like, if you want, at any point, we could go back and I could walk in and see if I'm treated differently,
That
I
sounds
could go
like
into.
just to fucking see what's going on with that. Because
Yeah, be
Yeah.
suspicious towards you guys and like not another short person. Maybe it could be sizeism.
could be
that.
both.
You know, some short people hate like tall people,
Yes.
and they like
Yeah,
kick
but,
their
like,
head at you, and then they're like,
Would you
"Fuck
have to-
you, you're
When
tall."
you walked into the door,
Yeah, well,
did you
like
have to
that
stop?
guy's kind of. Yeah, I mean, like. Actually, Jeff is is the majority of the population here like
Medium size. Yeah.
medium-sized? Yeah. I mean, the majority of people here are medium-sized, like the average, sure.
Follow-up question. How many are half-orcs?
I mean, a spattering, not super common, but
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to go test this theory out now?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I finished my business for the day, pretty much.
all right. Who are you sending in first?
Charlie.
Charlie.
You all just hang back out of sight.
Yeah.
Charlie, you walk in. You recognize. Well, you actually wouldn't. You weren't necessarily. Well, you were in the area for the interaction. You recognize the dwarf that like ran off after being spotted earlier. Looks like they're coming back from break or something, and they are like getting their like apron back on. A dwarven woman kind of gives a nod and then heads to the back and gets up in the counter as you're walking up. Goes, "Can I help you?"
I need a really sharp knife.
Why a particularly sharp knife?
Oh, this
Or,
guy's
like,
just parrot.
Butchering thing. I'm an adventurer. I need to like butcher meat sometimes.
Sure. Likely story. Leans over.
Okay.
Sees a selection of. Pulls out a
Oh,
selection of
no.
knives. There's one in particular that's kind of curved in a particular way and goes, "This is the kind of knife you would want if you were indeed butchering an animal and needed to harvest its meats and whatnot.
It's just paranoid.
I don't believe you.
What?
Yeah, this guy's an asshole! I'm gonna walk out.
Charlie storms out of the baking supply.
Oh no, not
door.
even storm out. Just like, yeah, this guy's he's just an ass.
Right.
I'm just gonna walk out.
Walking out.
So he's just a dick.
Yeah,
Got
he's just an asshole.
Wild.
I wonder if he'll follow us again and report us to the guards.
Maybe he has some.
I try
something
going in.
on. Yeah, I was gonna say I want to
Abby
send Abby
walks in.
into.
Sure.
Hi there, sir.
Hello. Sorry, I've had a strange day.
Yes, I imagine.
What do you require?
What do you require?
Less suspicious clientele.
Hmm.
Well,
I lock eyes.
what kind of supplies do you require?
Do you have spices?
I do indeed.
What
Mostly
sort of
those-
spices?
Mostly those for baking. Some for other cookery. Leans down, not breaking eye contact, starts pulling up jars of spices. I am particularly fond of the ground basil.
Suspicious.
No, mixed with butter and flour makes a fine bread.
It does.
I'll
Then
take some
grabs-
dried thyme.
Takes a few cloves of garlic and puts on. Then you crush a clove of the garlic, spread it on top. It's quite good.
I bet it is. Without breaking eye contact, I pick up some thyme. I sniff it. I'll have some of this.
Very good. Are you of a refined taste?
Generally.
Pulls up a small glass jar of these like red threads. The saffron's quite nice. Expensive.
Expensive.
Harvesting it is quite difficult.
Isn't it like the most expensive thing by
By
you know,
weight, yeah.
Yeah, by weight.
It
Yeah.
matures like at a random point in a 3-month window once a year, and you have to pick the flower stems as soon as it blooms. Yeah.
I think I'll be all right with the time.
Fine. 2 gold pieces will cover your needs.
I put the 2 gold on the table.
Takes it away. Puts it down.
Pleasure,
Puts,
sir.
Gets a small pouch and fills it with your spices. It's always good to have a pouch for spice.
And I'll back out slowly, maintaining eye contact.
Make an insight check.
Cool.
Okay.
It's 22.
22. You got the distinct impression he's waiting for a passphrase, like a call and response, and you're not giving the right responses, so he keeps like checking different ones. But then you walk out and have your spices.
He's just a weird guy.
Weird how?
Eh.
It's fair.
Damn it, you.
Charlie didn't stick around long enough to catch the.
Seems like you wanted like
Oh,
password or
it's
something. Seems like you probably
Charlie was
wanted
just
a
like,
password.
"Fuck this
or
guy!"
something.
Like before his like first coded message. Got
Wait, it was the thing that the...
You don't know any of that.
I got you some time if you want.
Metagaming.
No, that was out of character.
Yeah.
It was.
Sure.
Sorry. It was.
Well, stop interrupting with it.
Sorry.
I got you some time if you want.
That would actually be lovely.
I feel like if he's actually going around reporting
noon, I
people.
think. Right?
for
That's
being-
the time?
Oh,
Sorry.
fucking hell.
I had a feeling.
Probably it's a spice. The spice
Sorry.
is called time.
Sorry for interrupting.
Sonari,
Go
what?
ahead.
If he is paranoid enough to go to the guards and actually go, like, for no reason at all, maybe he needs help. Maybe he needs
I
to
mean,
talk to
this
somebody.
is the city where Charlie just kind of stole that glove that wrapped onto their hand, and they had to go to the police,
Oh.
right?
Oh yeah, I am supposed
was
to be
considered.
helping people now.
They could be being shaken down like I was.
I'm thinking that. Didn't you say, Charlie, that there's like plants all over the city that are kind of meant to lure in thieves?
He's a plant. How do you get rid of plants?
Weed killer.
Exactly.
Fire.
Okay, guys. This was
No,
fun.
Charlie, we don't need to kill anyone.
I was kidding. It was a joke.
It's been the most
Okay.
random session.
Oh yeah.
This is the.
Yeah, this has been all over the place.
It's been
Robbie trying
great.
to out suspicious this guy.
Excellent.
So what do we do with this suspicious dude?
Leave him
Let
probably.
him be. He's not gonna. If he reports any of you two again, maybe we'll see something. But
That's fair. Okay.
we'll see.
Sonari, having the best passive perception, you notice a dwarven brow stick out on the roof as it
Oh my god.
watches and tracks all of your locations.
Great.
And it's just observing you and the group.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's leave this place.
Yeah. It's not like
Yeah,
it's evening. Let's head out.
Yeah, that guy's a dick.
Yeah. And we get farther away, like
Devin,
assuming we're not being tailed, and we get farther away, like if this
Yeah.
guy follows us, I feel like we gotta do something.
Then we
I
should.
got
take
following
action.
vibes. I got following vibes. Just keep an eye
Yeah.
out, guys.
I feel like I'm being watched.
Yeah. How long should we stay here?
I was thinking we'd probably head out in the morning.
Yeah.
I say we
Sounds
leave
good.
now.
It's midday,
And
I'd like
and
to
we
stay
can
in
sleep somewhere
stay
in
in
the
an
night.
inn. I can sleep in a bed.
Fair
I can go
enough.
have a bath.
Yeah, that's true. I desperately need a bath.
Yeah, you still smell like sex.
I'm sorry.
Not that it's like a bad thing. It's just very noticeable.
Yeah, Well, once it gets very noticeable, that's when it's kind of a bad thing.
yeah.
But then
Then you
again,
just-
you're like, you smell it and you're like, for a second. But then you're like, oh, that person fucks.
Yes, but there's like a tipping
Yes,
point.
I know.
That person needs to shower, but they fuck.
There's a point where it goes from that person fucks to that person's a whore.
Yeah, and I'm
Oh,
feeling
it's
kind of whorish, so...
I just want Doran to be there and be like, "You specifically requested."
Bath time.
So you all head over to the Adventurers Guild.
Whatever in. Yeah.
Yep, the inn. You spot Bosman now sitting at the bar, with like a plate of like bread and a cup of coffee, which it's getting into the
Nice.
evening. You see him about halfway through the mug, and then sets it down. And it's just like, probably like two more. And the guy's like, It's like 2 more. I'm getting out of this. He's like, all right. Sees you guys walk in. He's like, hey. He goes to talk to Charlie, but then just turns to Rabby and goes, use a blade, yeah?
Yeah.
If you got,
Sorry, I like legitimately zoned out so far.
if you've got time in the morning, or tonight if you're not busy, I gotta pick up my skills with the kind of pulls up the missing arm. And goes, gotta make use of the other one.
Well, I can use a sword too.
Yeah, come on with. I figured you were more the bow specialist and he was more the sword specialist, but this time I'm the one that needs pointers.
It's my dad.
You're
He's
adopted.
your... Are you adopted?
No, that was Tay.
Oh, okay.
You are my dad.
You're my
Your
dad.
dad asked me to hang out with him.
Stay away from my dad.
It is weird
There's
when
a-
like somebody's dad asks the person's
When
like,
your dad
friend
starts
to hang
dating
out.
someone new.
Right. Mm.
When your dad starts dating your friend that's like your age.
I believe that's called a DILF.
Oh,
This ain't that relatable. That's not what a DILF is actually. It's called a predator.
Robbie's in his 20s.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that's a little Delphi.
there was no grooming happening. Like Ravi didn't grow
Yeah.
up knowing this guy.
20s is still very young.
It's
If that is
still-
enough for you to
yeah.
be a father,
It's still odd.
that is young.
So
But
He's a
weird.
father
Either
figure.
way.
I don't think he's like
Either way.
old.
We're not here to judge, but it's weird.
He's an elf that's really old. That's established.
Yeah, well then dating any elf should be weird.
Dating most of the races should be weird.
Like, for an elf, he is already on the old.
We're just saying Twilight is problematic.
But yeah,
and
definitely.
It
It
is.
is.
people should reflect
the
on that.
fantasy world is the
It's
fantasy world.
even
yeah.
like fully a joke.
Right.
It just is.
Right. So Ravi and Charlie's dad cross swords as Charlie's dad sobers up. That's fun.
Yeah, we
People-
cross swords, alright.
Oh my god. Bad.
People,
Bad.
I was
Banned.
setting you up for one last innuendo as we head out. So people get rooms and meals and stuff, and finally get to sleep in a bed, which is excellent. Charlie, Doran stops by. He's got these like archivist robes on that you kind of recognize. It's like, hey,
Hey, you're a book nerd.
I kind of am now.
Nerd.
You trying to flip the script on the relationship here?
Ha, nerd. Sorry.
That's fine. Look, I wouldn't mind sticking with you all on your month's journey up into Dwarven territory to take out the lady that murdered me. Sounds pretty rad. I'm gonna have my face in some books, trying to get my spell book back to snuff for the next at least couple of weeks, maybe longer, before I'm ready
Well,
to
I
go.
mean, it'll be a couple months journey.
Yeah, maybe I can do a favor for one of these wizard types and teleport there.
Well, can't you just bring stuff with you?
I kind of got to sit down and do the thing. I can't really march and write, you know.
I can like tie you to the back of my dog and just like tell you if there's like a big rock or something. And
I mean, we talked about that. I wasn't
Big
into
step.
that, but
Roadhead.
look, it sounds like when you all are done up there, Stardust will be dead. You all have the diamonds you need to save the world and are going to be heading back to Seton. And it sounds like you've also got a lady down there who currently doesn't really have anybody looking after her.
I'm sure she'll easily find people. I'm sure someone's warming my side of the bed.
Oh, I wasn't that worried about that. I just meant making sure she's not in danger. But I was thinking after I'm done with my books, I'll head down there to work on enchanting some stuff and have your guys' back when you show up to save the world. You
I'd like that.
keep an eye on your girl while I'm down there. Make sure she's all right.
I think she'd like that very much.
Making sure you're okay with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm checking some insinuations here to see if you're on board with anything that might occur.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm not
Oh, I
judging,
sent you.
but I winked at you for like 2 seconds, and
Oh, I wasn't. I was kind of like looking at my feet. I'm not good with eye contact.
no, I mean when
no,
we
yes.
met, but
Oh, yeah. I was also like, I mean, I was looking at you, but like my head was like,
kind of brushes some hair away on your face. I might kiss you one more time.
Oh, okay.
You need some sleep though.
Well, why didn't you like come in here and like sleep with me?
I mean,
Me?
I don't need to be. You don't need to twist my arm on this. He just like pushes you inside and shuts the door.
Okay.
He was gonna let you.
For cuddles.
It was, well, yeah. Cuddles.
Adult cuddles.
Adult cuddles.
Horizontal. Horizontal.
All right. So Charlie gets another night of frivolity. A plan is made for his future there, and you all will rest up. As you complete your long rest, we'll have you head into level 8.
Yeah! Sorry, I got really excited.
We all did, don't worry.
Right.
I yelled a little bit louder.
Shut ups.
Side note that I realized just this second that I don't have opened up at this exact moment, which is going to cause me to talk and fill time as I pull up my Google Drive for
Ooh, wait,
that
level 8
particular
is...
thing. Level
What other
8?
thing?
Like I need to look at that.
I think a thing occurs.
A thing for
It should just be ASIs unless you're multi-class.
I
or
think these
feats.
are really weird. But
Well, an ASI can be a feat.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, right, because a good majority of them improve feats, improve stats.
Nice. Also, Charlie, you, although it was yourself, successfully snuck away a lover in the night for a hookup. You have awakened your bow.
Ooh.
So, it is now +2 to attack and damage.
Wait, you got a vestige?
You got a vestige, boy.
What the shit?
Lucky.
So,
Okay, wait. I only started playing D&D last like November. What is a vestige?
So,
It's an item that levels up with you,
Right.
essentially.
as you level up and as you accomplish certain tasks.
Yeah.
It's
It's also like an
dedicated
exclusively
to it.
critical role thing, so...
Yeah. I really like items that level up as you level
I
up.
feel like it's something I used to do back in the day, but it's
It
got
just
a
makes
nice,
sense.
it's got a better name and structure to it. But it is instead of being +1 attack and damage, it is now +2 attack and damage. And instead of just being able to cast light at will and fairy fire once a day, you retain those, but you can now also once a day cast moonbeam, with its range
Nice.
equaling
What?
the bow's range.
Moonbeam is so good.
What does Moonbeam do?
Moonbeam's a
It's-
spell.
It's
No, but what
a-
does it do?
It makes
It's a
a
spell that-
beam of moon.
It's a spell that
Ooh.
pimp slaps any shape changers.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck them up.
It fucks them up. Yeah, like if something's a shape changer, it forces it back to its base form,
Yep.
which is super cool.
That is neat.
Moonbeam versus Druid.
It
all the
basically
mimics
you
coming
can
up.
use it to kind of like ping a spot, and the moon light will beam down on that spot, affecting a radius, doing damage to things in there. Which
Rob,
you
would
can,
that-
which you can move around, I believe, is a bonus action, but you can read the spell.
Would that work?
Right.
On a Druid?
Yeah.
What?
Probably.
Oh,
I'd rule it.
They
Like,
changed
if I was
the shape,
DMing and
sure.
someone tried that, I would rule it that it was yes, but
Probably.
if a Druid got hit by Moonbeam.
While wild shape.
Moonbeams. Moonbeams and power word spells, the bane of druids. Fun fact, if you power word kill a druid, who has a form of less than 100 hit points. It says you're dead.
Yeah, same thing happens if you polymorph a Tarask into like a slug and then power word kill it.
Right.
Are we gonna roll
Hit points!
Oh yeah,
points now?
points.
Hit
I'm
points.
taking, a level,
points.
I'm taking another level of Bard.
Fighter.
So
I'm
D10 for Charlie, D8 for Ravi.
I'm resisting.
5 from me.
I just do the general one because D&D was fucking all my stuff up.
And it's D12 for Sonari, which...
I don't
Got
have
12.
Oh, shiz!
I hit it.
Yeah.
It's a thick barbarian.
I also just went with the flat stat increase, so my charisma is now a 20.
Ooh.
I rolled an 8 for hit points.
Oh, shit. All right.
So that's another 11 hit points.
Nice.
The beefy half orcs need to stick together.
Right.
Tasty beef.
Big
Beef.
big wall of beef in between the hostiles and the squishier people. Although
You're
with,
gonna take
with
this.
Ravi and Melee also, it's pretty much just Charlie in the back. Now
We
like,
just surround the opponent.
right,
But with enough space for Charlie to shoot.
right. Don't give them cover. Oh wait, it doesn't matter. Charlie took the feet for that.
Archer
Oh, right,
shots.
right.
Yep. What level fighter did you hit, Charlie?
Just seconds.
Second?
So I have the second action.
Yeah, the action surge. Once per
Yeah.
short rest, if I've read it correctly in the last time I read it.
Indeed.
So, get those short rests in for that extra action surge.
Yeah.
I also switched out one of my spells for sending.
Nice.
Ooh.
So,
Keep it in contact with folk.
and the new one I took was polymorph.
Ooh.
Now,
Time to look up CR8
Yeah,
creatures.
that's what I have to go do now.
Sorry.
Great.
It's worse with in-person D&D because I choose to have all the miniatures ready to go. Oh no.
Oh.
Well, that's okay. At least he's just hanging out nearby. So
All at all times. Nice.
CR8 creature. I'm no.
Robbie
Well,
Rex.
wilderness encounters will be trivial.
Polymorph.
just turning to like Charlie, be like, "Hey Charlie, you want to be a T-Rex?"
Absolutely.
Just
Yes.
oh god, imagine someone like a bandit's just like, give me all your money. Then I just use Giant's Wrath. Sonari rages and then Charlie's a T-Rex.
Yep.
Oh no.
Buckaroo, you picked the wrong party to mug.
Ravi points a rapier and is just like, "Are you sure?" He's like, I am not.
Give me all your money. I'm Nightingale. Oh, but
Give me all your money. Comes out as. All right, y'all. We're gonna stop the stream there. Level ups are being done, and we will see y'all next time.
Bye bye.